I let them talk. When I'm on dates, some women might say that I'm shy because I don't say much. I don't say a lot on this date. I'm asking questions. Sometimes I play like the, like the laid back guy, too smooth, ain't got much to say, just laid back, rub on the thigh, let her, you know what I'm saying, give her some wine, let her keep talking, telling me all the things she don't like in a nigga, all the things that she do like in a man, the things her last ex did, so I won't do it. So let's not do the things she disliked tonight. Let's do everything she likes. I be the man that she desires. I am the ideal lover. I am the man that she's been waiting on because she just told me everything that she liked. She told me everything she liked in a nutshell this whole dinner. And I'm just soaking it in. And, I'm me regardless. I'm a gentleman, like I'm a seducer. I'm a charmer. That's already in me. But she might say some shit like, oh, I don't like guys that text on dates, or I don't like guys that try to have sex on the first night. And, oh, well, let me not try to have sex on the first night. That easy. And we double back on the second time or the third time. You can make women wait too. So why would I argue?
Okay, so what's so crazy when I see women share him and they be like in disgust, and I seen this clip right here, I was like, every dude do this though. Like I've done this a million times. So when I literally seen like 5 girls share this, and they was just like, he's so disgusting, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
What was he disgusting about?
I guess just because he was basically saying, I'm keeping it P. I'm not about to do too much so I can talk myself out against some cheeks. So they was upset with that because you probably, and I guess in their mind, it feels like you're not being genuine. You're not really flowing and giving this date your all. But no, because I know how realistically I can cut, dog. You know what's so crazy? One thing I've learned, and I know, and I just take the L as it go. When women just mysteriously just stop talking to me, and like if conversation been flowing, I just know you listened to an episode. You might have just picked it's not even a bad episode. It's just what you felt like, oh, I can't talk to somebody who move like this. But it's just that's genuinely who I am. You're gonna hear me on this. And so when I was listening to it, I was just like, oh, I've done this a million times. Like, yeah, I'm not about to talk too much. And I even said it on here, like, yeah, I've been on endless dates and been quiet. Even when I first started podcasting, so many people was like, oh, you got a podcast? You don't even talk. Because I've been on dates with women and haven't said absolutely nothing. You know why? Because I want the cheeks. Duh.
So my question, I mean, why would they be mad at it?
Because I guess they want you to talk yourself out some cheeks. Because they feel like it's a cheat code, like you're cheating, like you're not being honest, you're not playing all your cards fairly because you don't want to sit here and
neither do a female, right?
She might though. She gonna show you that she could drink like a fish. She don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a better question for you. What is a first date that you will be intimidated on allowing a woman to pay for? So when I say that, I mean like, let's do something like, would you be comfortable with a woman flying you out of town, or a woman taking you to a game, like on a first date? Like if this our first time linking up, she like, hey, you got a passport? I'm trying to take you somewhere.
Would I feel comfortable?
Yeah.
That's someone feel comfortable. Which one?
Like your ego wouldn't kick in at all. Like you will be absolutely comfortable the first time in allowing a woman just to fly you out.
What? Hell, you
okay, so maybe
hold on. You will have a problem with a female saying, yeah, I'm paying for your flight?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because in the back of my mind, it's gonna be like, now I feel like I'm on the hook, like I owe you something now. And I ain't talking about just I'm owing you sex. Where I'm gonna feel like now I owe you something. Like let's say if you just start talking to a woman and your birthday was about to come up, but she was like, oh yeah, oh for real, I seen your birthday about to come up. You got a passport? I'm trying to take you somewhere. So and her baby, let's say if your birthday is okay, your what is this, a Pisces? So yours is in March, and then let's say hers is in late April, early May. But you know this because y'all getting to know each other. So but y'all still haven't linked up yet. But she's offering you like, hey, so because for me in the back of my mind it's gonna be like, I can't not just because trust me what I'm saying. And maybe this is because from my experiences, I don't never want to feel like I got over on somebody because I felt that way before. So I kind of just be like, I don't know.
When you get a free trial for 30 days, if you don't cancel it, what?
You got it. What you mean? If you don't cancel it, you got to keep subscribing. What you talking about?
You got to keep paying, right?
Right.
So if the free trial it didn't work out, or it didn't, you know.
Yeah, maybe I've been too emotionally scarred. I feel like a scumbag. I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna.
You can't do so. Hold up. So you saying just because she took you out, right? If the pussy was trash, shit didn't work, you still feel like you owe her a vacation?
I might. It probably depend on how.
I thought I was the nice guy.
No, I'm gonna tell you what. It probably just depend on how much do I feel like. If we doing it on a scale, look like it depends. Like, is she just like a? Hey, I don't know though. I probably wouldn't even take a trip from a 5 to be honest. But it just all of that depends. Like, because in the back of my mind, I'm literally gonna be thinking, I wouldn't want somebody to do this to me. Like, if I know for a fact I really, like I know for a fact I really would, like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you where I would probably feel bad at. If I know that I personally wouldn't fly this person out, I would feel bad allowing them to fly me out. So if it's a woman that I'm cool that I know that I would fly her out, and if she offered me, then cool, I'm with it. I wouldn't feel no type of way about it. But if I know for a fact if she offered to fly me out and I realistically know that I wouldn't fly her back out, I would feel like a scum.
So okay, let me ask you this question. Would you feel like a scum if she didn't even pay for those tickets? Like if she had a buddy pass or she had discount? Like,
I wouldn't want you to tell me that because I wouldn't tell her that.
So if she didn't tell you that, then why do you feel like you a scum or you owe her a trip?
Because I don't know that.
No, listen, you don't know that, right? So let's say she got the hookup or whatever the case may be. Now you about to sit here and go out your way, fly her first class. We about to go boy. You know what I'm saying? Like you about to do the most. But then what makes it equal? Because you don't know how she got them tickets.
Yeah, I don't know how she got the tickets, but I'm not. That's not none of my business. That's just like if somebody go rob a bank. It's not your business how they got the money.
At the end of the day, you enjoy the moment. So regardless of how you make the moment or whatever the case may be, I'm not gonna say like, damn, I owe you a trip or I owe you this and that. I might, okay, you did that for me. Well, let me find something that you never did before. So let me do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to sit here and buy like, all right, she flew me out here. Well, all right, well, damn, she never been to X, Y, and Z. So let me take her to this place and you know what I'm saying? Like, wow her that way. It don't necessarily have to be the same amount. You don't know the difference.
So okay, so basically you say you cool with it. You cool with a fly. There is no first date that you would feel your ego would be tampered with. You cool with whatever she offers. She willing to offer you cool with.
She paying?
Yes.
Hell no.
I'm just double. It don't matter what she look like. You cool. You'll still go out. So if a woman just slide your DM tomorrow and be like, hey, I think you look cool. I heard you like the Steelers. I'm trying to take you to a Steelers game.
Let's go Steelers.
All right, you a better man than me. I ain't gonna hold you. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Well, you the one said you would sit courtside with the ugly joint if she was Lizzo. Remember we had that conversation before. With Bella.
But Lizzo has some. She got some clout to her name. It's not just a.
No, I mean, remember we said it was like an ugly joint, and you had to sit courtside with her. You was like, you don't care if she paid for the courtside seat.
Courtside may be a little bit different from flying me out of the country. That might be different. So you absolutely right. Yeah, I would go courtside with an ugly joint. That's cool. But courtside, it may, and don't get it twisted. The crazy thing is, it depends on what city you in. Courtside may be more expensive than even flying you out of town. But it depends.
But that's my question: is who even know you out of town? So even if you sit here, she flew you out, whatever the case may be, you had a good time. You ain't posting it. Who know you even out of town?
I probably would. I'm not gonna hold you. I probably feel some way if I don't post. Look like you got to. I'm not holding. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna go on vacation and I'm just gonna tuck my phone like I'm not about to touch it. Like that's crazy.
You can tuck your phone. That's what they got Throwback Thursday for.
Man, I'm out of town. I'm thugging with my rounds. Shout out to Sexyy Red for I don't even know how y'all feel some type of way or why do y'all even care that this girl pregnant? It don't matter. Like, bro, her 15 minutes was close to up anyway. I'm not mad at her. Like, bang it out.
You know the crazy thing about that? I noticed it. I kind of went. I'm like, dog. Like I
you know what's so funny? That I'm gonna tell you what picture I seen of her, and I was like, damn, she kind of getting thick. It was a picture where she had that little red outfit on I think it was at the BET Awards or something. So she had a little red dress outfit.
That wasn't BET. I know
that was that wasn't the BET. It was the MTV Music Awards. When she was at one of them award shows when she had that red dress on, and you can kind of see like now that she's telling you like, oh yeah, but as a dude, sometimes you look, you don't want to say nothing.
I kept because even watching the BET Awards and watching her like she poked like the way she was walking. Mm-hmm. If y'all know Men in Black, the little alien little joint, that's what she looked. I'm just like, why her stomach look like that? I'm like, some don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, she might be a little hood joint, she might have a little beer belly, but the way she walking is like she poking, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't standing, because even watching her performance on the BET Awards, I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so real quick, because I guess to kind of tie back in on the conversation we was having last week, would you kind of feel bad for her, the fact that you probably know she got pregnant by a bum?
How? Like, he probably posted that video so y'all wouldn't be playing around with him. Who's to say he didn't share that video? He didn't put that
No,
video.
so you missing what I'm saying is, so how are you, would you feel some type of like, dog? I
Who would
kind of
feel
feel
some type
bad
of
for
way?
her. No, I'm saying, I know, of course not if you with him, you wouldn't care. But I'm saying, I feel bad for her. It's like, dog, you cannot slow your career down for a poo putt. And don't get it twisted. I'm
No,
sure she
but
gonna
you
try
can't-
her
but-
hand to,
but-
she gonna keep performing as long as she possibly can.
Hold up. So here's my thing, right? You didn't know you was gonna have a career. I'm pretty sure this was just like off.
Man, nigga, that song been going on for like a year now. What you talking about?
What?
Pound Town.
Right, nigga. That's what I'm saying. You didn't think you were gonna have a real career. Like even right now, you don't think you're about to be a long
No,
term.
listen what I'm saying. 6 months ago, she knew she had a career.
A career for what? Ain't too many female careers last that long. That's what I'm saying. Like you got a song, you caught the wave, just like you said with the City Girls. They ain't got shit since for God knows how long. Yes, you might do other things, but I feel like even with her, you caught on the wave. All right, boom. I'm making my money. Now it might mess
No,
her
I'm
up.
not getting pregnant by no poo putt. And if I had a window that I could have got me or somebody play for a football team or something, are you crazy? What are you talking about? I don't care if I thought I didn't have a career or not. That's the goal for most of these women on social media is let me get a baller. So she is access to ballers. She's been to multiple professional football games. She could have at least bumped into one of them. I'm not sitting here about to sit here and say, okay, I got to slow down my career for a poo putt who cannot take care of me and this kid. I'm going to still have to take care of this kid. That don't make no sense, dog. Like, what do you can't explain that to me. No, for men, if you want to be on some men empowerment stuff, oh yeah, well, cool, one up for the dudes, the city boys is up. Oh yeah, because you got Sexyy Red pregnant, and now you got a rich baby mama.
I don't see the, like I said, I get it what you're trying to say. Like she could have had a football player or athlete, but what makes the difference? I mean, why? Because they got the money to pay for it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that don't necessarily mean they're gonna pay for it. Shout out to Antonio Brown. He's an idiot. I don't, dog. This dude is retarded. Like, I get it. And every time you see people in the comment section, oh, it's CTE, it's CTE. And then, all right, well, somebody go lock him up then. Like, do something with him. Oh, they be annoying me. And it's just like, you just talk so crazy and so reckless. Like, dog, are you heartbroken because you can't play in the league? Or I don't know what it is. He blows me. Every time he talk, he is annoying as hell.
But people give him attention.
Yeah, I mean, the blogs give him attention, but I don't want to go from an NFL, could have been a Hall of Famer, to getting attention from the Shade Room. I go from ESPN to the Shade Room, dog. Come on, that's a hell of a drop off.
But you got to look at. I mean, you when you look at a lot of these players' careers, you just go off of, was it really worth it? And just like I said, Antonio Brown, just him doing his stand or whatever the case may be, since he left Pittsburgh, it ain't been that. Yes, you did win a championship with Tom Brady, but at the end of the day, you probably had a better career had you stayed folk. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these players, they don't realize it until later on down the line. Because even like looking at him and Le'Veon, both of them now. Oh,
yeah, I want to talk about sports too fast. I was just holding this on just the whole him not even paying child support at $30,000. I don't care about their football career. I'm just saying it's not. I guess what my point is, I guess I was kind of contradicting myself with it's not guaranteed it'll be a payday. If a woman get pregnant by an athlete, it's not a guaranteed payday.
And that's another thing. That's what I was just trying to say to you was, do you really think when you say, oh, just you being an athlete, I can't get in touch with you, or you got this, you doing this, and X, Y, and Z. So I get it when you say you get the money, but then it's at the end of the day, you rather have the money or you rather have the person around.
It really depends. It depends on your system. Like, if you could sit here, if I could cash out like Blake Griffin baby moms, like what she get? Like, she getting something ridiculous, like $400,000 a year. I don't even beat it. And my Drake boys beat it, nigga, beat it. Like, I don't care. Like, I would take that 400. If I'm getting Blake Griffin baby mom's bread, you can beat it. And I can find somebody else to help me raise these kids. My family will step up. I think she get like $450,000 a year. I'm cool. Yeah, you never have to come back around ever again if you don't want to. I'm cool on that. I don't know what Antonio Brown's situation was, but he literally just got locked up. And the crazy thing is like, I wonder, did he bonded out? I think his bond was like $15,000, but the child support, I'm like, why is he allowed to bond out, or did he have to pay the child support to get out? I don't know how that one worked.
What you mean?
Why let him out of jail and just not make him pay the child support, and then you can let him out?
Like, make him pay the child support if he don't have no income.
How you get out of jail? Then your bond was $15,000.
You ain't paid the bond. Somebody else paid the bond.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess. Shout out to Sexyy Red. Keep your head up. GloRilla got a little bit of backlash because GloRilla said, y'all already know I got a membership to that place. And she basically was sitting here saying she got a membership to the abortion clinic. Y'all already know she not know we're gonna be next.
Shout out to GloRilla. She definitely did her thing on her performance in the BET Awards.
Yeah, I actually liked her performance. I mean, I already told you I like the song, but I feel like that performance helped the song out even more. And shout out to CMG while we on the topics of GloRilla. CMG is going on a label tour as a label, so all of their acts from Black Youngster to Moneybagg Yo, Yo Gotti, ESTG, GloRilla, Big Boogie, and Mozzie, all of them going on tour together. So I think
it's only a couple of days.
Yes, I probably just want to see
4 days. I think it's only 4.
But that, to me, that's the smartest thing to do, because it's just like you can kind of get the surrounding cities to drive in as well, instead of sitting here saying I'm about to go do a 16-city tour, and people can kind of pick and choose their dates. Even the same way people did with Beyonce, like people who was from here, they waited to go see Beyonce at Houston. So it's like, I know that we not Drake and we ain't Beyonce, and then let's not put too many dates out so we can get people from Philly to drive down, or we can get Baltimore to drive down. Like, all right, cool.
Is Yo Gotti
yeah, Yo Gotti on the tour too.
He on it?
Yeah, he got to be, because all of them already just been on tour, so you kind of can't. The only person that got newer music is ESTG, but he still was on tour, like on a smaller tour right now, like at like House of Blues and them type of situations. But Moneybagg Yo was just here a couple months ago. I'm sure their fans will still go, but just we talking about offer just new music. A lot of them just don't have a bunch of new music right now for them to all go out, separately. So for them to all go out as a group, I think that, to me, that was smart. Shout out to Offset too, while we kind of on music. Offset is on pace. I think the last number I just seen was 85,000, which is a huge jump compared to Quavo. What Quavo did, what was Quavo? I think 33,000. I think Quavo's first week numbers was 33,000. So that's a huge, it's a huge jump, and it should be a huge jump, because realistically, Offset project is, to me, it's way better than Quavo jump. Like, it's not only like, and don't get me wrong, Quavo had a couple of songs on it that was good, but you could just tell the difference between, like, Offset really, it sounded like he was trying to prove something, and he was trying to sound like he was trying to make music to prove that, hey, I'm better than whatever y'all thought I was, or whoever you thought was the best in the group, I'm going to show y'all, no, I'm really was the best in the Migos.
I'm not mad that he waited or whatever. They kept getting pushed back. It was definitely a good project.
No, for sure, it was a good project. It definitely was a good project. Not even.
But do Cardi got to get her lick back on that song.
On what song?
That song with Lotto.
What you mean?
You can't let Lotto just kill that joint. You gotta.
But that was the reason why she did Rip Me Out the Plastic, because she said she heard that song already. That was and like when they asked her about what made her go do a song with Lotto, her and Lotto was on live together. She's like, I heard the song she did with Offset, and she went crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, she said it. When they asked her what made her want to jump on the shit,
if that's the case, then I put that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's what she said. She originally said the reason why she got on Rip Me Out the Plastic because she heard Lotto verse on Offset album. She was like, no, she went crazy, and like I was like, I respect her pen. I want to work with her.
Oh no,
so that's what made her do. Yeah, I don't get it twisted. And why we round of applause to Lotto, and then I of course y'all already know I kind of part of the Lotto hive. I feel like I've been pushing it to the forefront tremendously, and on that same song, Lotto wanted some smoke, and that's why I really like Lotto, because she do not duck no smoke when it comes to female rap. People don't know what I'm talking about. Go listen to the song. Is what is it? Fine As Can Be off of Offset project, and Lotto got to a verse and she sit here and said that niggas a munch and I eat your what she say, that niggas a munch and I eat your what she just I'm screwing up the words. I ate your booking fee for lunch. So of course I'm on Twitter and I see people like some of the smaller blogs, and that's the same thing I do like about Twitter. There are smaller blogs that's kind of just like literally like in the girly shit, like the girly rap songs, like back and forth and just kind of like stirring up their little beef. I like that a lot, because it's like it's not on it. It's not a big Instagram page. It's a big Twitter page. And it was saying at first, and that page was kind of being shady and trying to sit here and say, oh, it was Lotto biting off Ice Spice. And the people was like, no, she just dissed her. It ain't no biting to it. She made it clear I want to smoke.
Biting off of what?
Because she's saying the nigga was a munch. And then what followed it up to make it sit here and say, oh, yeah, I ate your booking fee for lunch.
I don't understand how she following her or even trying to be.
I guess because she used the word munch.
Then that means it was directed towards you.
For sure. That's why I'm like, okay, yeah, shout out to Lotto for shooting and never stop shooting. Like
but she referred to a lot of other songs on it. Like even with I got the WAP, like, you know what I'm saying? She referred to a lot of songs.
Yeah, but Cardi's was more like that was a bigger.
That was a shout out. But if she didn't even say Ice Spice's name, then you know what it was.
No, you would know exactly, because the words that came right behind each other. She used munch, and then she said, I ate your booking fee mean you're an artist. Ain't no but regular people don't get booked. So this ain't a sub to a regular person or some girl on the street. No, I'm talking to a rapper.
Actually, I think she's talking to all of them.
I just shout out to Lotto. I like Lotto getting busy and not ducking no smoke. And I like that a lot. My favorite song off that Offset project, of course, was Broad Day. Man, Broad Day, man, Ernie Peace. Yeah.
What's the Broad Day? What's that?
That joint with him and Future. That nigga, it's number 4. Mask off Broad Day, 30 piece. Got it out the mud if you're serving peas. If you was in the street, you probably heard of me.
That was your best. That was the best song.
Hell yeah, that song crank like I listened to that song like 60 times. That song went crazy. That song, I like the joint with him and Mango Fool. What is it called? Skyami. I like Big Dog. I like Doughboy. But my favorite joint was the Broad Day joint. Then the Finest Could Be with Lotto. And then it'll be the Skyami joint. I like the Worth It joint too with Don Toliver. And of course the Jealousy joint with Cardi. But that was already out. So that one kind of don't really count. I guess while we was kind of on relationship stuff all over the bouncing around a little bit. Oh, I do want to play this because this was kind of fire.
I'm so excited.
Everything's been great. ESPN, it's been obviously, first of all, appreciate you helping make this all happen.
This is a dream.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we could have that call on Friday and they said, can you start Monday?
Yeah.
That never happens to anyone.
No, I'm excited, but I thank you. You made it happen. Made a couple calls, ding, ding, ding. You're like, my boy wants to do ESPN. Let's make it happen. All right.
Yo, and real quick, because I know for a fact that Kris Jenner, I think that is her name, right? I want to say that's her name. Kim Kardashian and her mom don't never get a lot of praise because people kind of like criticize her for like making it seem like she be pimping them out. That little clip right there made me be like, damn, that's tight that she got that much pull that she could reach out to somebody at the head of ESPN and get Tristan Thompson a job. And like he ain't never done nothing in sports media or nothing. She literally just put in the word, boom, and he got it. She told me she reached out to somebody on a Friday and asked could he start on a Monday. Bro, that's pull. That's real live pull and connections. So shout outs to Mama Kardashian. Cause that's hard. I ain't gonna hold you. Like that little, and of course, I guess if you don't watch those shows, even if you kind of pay attention to the blogs and all that stuff, they kind of try to like drag Tristan Thompson a lot. But obviously, that relationship got to be a lot stronger than whatever the blogs show you, because I'm sure nobody mother getting somebody a job if they feel like he's not a genuine person or they don't like whoever he is or how his character portrays as a human being. So shout out to Tristan Thompson and shout out to Mama Kardashian. That's hard. I ain't gonna hold you. That one was tough. What else I had on here? Oh, this was crazy.
That's a Little Meech. You guys know Little Meech.
Does he pillow talk? Was he pillow talking about Summer Walker?
Oh yeah. He pillow talk a lot. And I'm so glad I fucked him with a condom. You know why? We was talking about Summer Walker because that's around the time they just broke up. I'm not trying to catch herpes. And the last she was with had herpes.
So you're saying Summer Walker had herpes?
Oh God.
Oh nah.
Yeah.
So Lil Meech told you that Summer Walker had herpes.
Yeah. She got herpes. Summer Walker.
Wow.
I ain't asked him to tell me. He told me. And I'm like, yo, but why she got herpes and you fucking with her? He was like, oh, I wasn't attracted to her like that. She wanted to have
He loved
day. No, but guess what? She got it from a gay nigga. She was fucking with a gay nigga.
Wow.
Getting kind of hot in here.
I'm hot.
I'll tell you something about this. Summer Walker is definitely.
So a lot of that, Meech got in the comment section and said, this is all cap. I don't know this girl or whatever the case may be. Bro, that was I don't know how if people ain't learned their allegations and throwing salt and playing around with people's names. You got to be careful with that one because that's
why she got them sunglasses on.
Yeah, that's some crazy allegations to put on somebody's name. Now, I'm not even just sitting here saying the school, whatever sunglasses she got on, even if I'm the podcaster, I don't want that type of clip to go viral because what if...
Oh, you mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Especially after that Tasha K. Cardi B, I don't want that. No, I'm cool. You keep that story to yourself, Jack. Edit that out.
Why would you even say something like that is my question.
Because people be wanting their moments. You want to go viral.
But that's not a moment to go viral.
Well, it obviously did because I don't follow that page.
No, I know. I get what you're saying. Like that's a click, but you sitting here sharing that he was pillow talking with you,
saying she had herpes, and you still slept with him.
And you still slept with him, and you still talking to him right now. You know what I'm saying? Like what? You didn't have that conversation beforehand?
Yeah, that's like I said. I don't know. That's the same podcast that what's Gunplay wife. Oh, why we talking about the BET Awards? I forgot. Shout outs to first shout outs to DJ Drama, and then shout outs to Jeezy for just having the best catalog, hands down. Especially coming from the South, outside of Lil Wayne. I don't think there are too many artists that have a better catalog than Jeezy. And when I say that is because on that DJ Drama set during the BET Awards, he brought out He brought out Fabolous. Fabolous performed She Be Killing Them, She Be Killing Them. She performed that one. And then T.I. came out. He performed a song that nobody knew because I seen people was asking even in the comments, like, what song is that? The first song he performed, then he performed Rubber Band Man. But then Jeezy just come out, and again, what I keep telling y'all, I'm the realest nigga in it. And the crowd gonna be like, you already know, got Trap of the Year 4 times in a row. What they give you? A life supply of baking soda clientele. 2 watches, 3 skills. Oh no, what is it? 2 watches, 3 pots, and 3 skills. Like, bro.
My question, what? Because I don't even remember a T.I. in drama.
So that's the point. He had the original one. He had the original Gangsta Girls. Even that was where that Lil Jon sample came from. That Gangsta Grizzle. That was on the very first DJ Drama joint was a T.I. Gangsta Girl, but it wasn't a Jeezy or wasn't Wayne. People know, like, DJ Drama made his name off of Wayne and Jeezy. And then that's how come Jeezy had a fall. Him and Jeezy had a fallout when Drama ended up doing one with Gucci.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he done one.
No, he had one. He had the very first Drama, the very first Gangsta Grills. After T.I. got, I don't remember. I want to say it might have been a green cover. I mean, when we take a break, I can Google it, but I know for a fact his first jump before Trap or Die, T.I. had a Gangsta Grills. But like, of course, Trap or Die is what built Gangsta Grills. So anyway, when Jeezy performed it, I'm just like, it's just I'm watching the crowd, and it's just a huge difference. Even when people were saying how, like, that crowd, it was a difference between when Sexyy Red came out and performed. You can see the difference when, like, it's certain things the crowd just can't help themselves. Like, even Yo Gotti was in the crowd, he rapping that Jeezy shit word for word, and it's just like, I'm looking at T.I. People looking at T.I., but it's not that. When Jeezy came out, I'm the realest nigga in it, the whole crowd just lose their mind. It's just like, bro, that line right there, when every time I have seen Jeezy perform online or in person, when he come in and that beat drop, and I'm the realest nigga in it, you already know it just goes so crazy. I was like, yeah, Jeezy will smoke T.I. boots on any given Sunday. Don't get it twisted. T.I. got more mainstream songs, but if we talking about that catalog just hit and people go crazy for it, yeah, Jeezy got a better catalog than T.I. I'm sorry, it ain't gonna happen. Let that junk load up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the part of when we come to the program and we hit the upload on the podcast app. Just like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell another friend. All I need is 30 minutes of your time, and I'm going to wine and dine you out of them cheeks, baby. Mask on, 30 piece. Mask on, 30 piece. Got it out the mud. Music reviews, relationship talk is sports, football, basketball, preseason, gambling, addictions, whatever you need, we right here for you each and every Tuesday. Well, this Monday we record it. It drop on Tuesday. Whenever you find it and it come across your YouTube streets, holler at me, get at me, please. Like I said, give me like 2 minutes. I'm just letting it upload on the podcast app. We're gonna get right back into these topics and keep this ball rolling. It's going 30 piece. Mask on 30 piece. I know you heard of me. Mask on 30 piece. I know you heard of me.
Bathroom in front of a woman. I don't do that. I don't pass. Hell no.
Listen, let me tell you what my grandma told me now. The minute she can use the bathroom and leave the door open, that's the one.
She can't do that.
This
That
one
ain't
right
the
here,
one.
I knew she was the one. When she fought in front of me,
Oh
yeah.
no.
that's how-
I broke up with a girl for doing that.
Man, stop playing. You left a girl for that?
The bathroom right there.
She got to get up and go out the room just to
Go.
pass
Don't
gas?
do that. That's disrespectful, man. Stop
Oh,
playing.
you tripping. Baby, let that shit out. And listen, I graded too. When she let one out, okay, that was about a 4 right there. When she used the bathroom, she got to close the door too?
She goes to a different area of the house. If we're both home,
Right.
nobody goes to the bathroom in the master bathroom. Nobody. Ocho, I would drive back to Fox, or I would go to the guest house, or I would send her to the store. I was like, you know what? I need something from Whole Foods. I need something from Target. She's like, oh, okay, I'll go get it. And that was my opportunity.
To use the bathroom? We got to get you therapy, baby. You can't live like that, baby. I love you. I love you to death, man. We got to sit down and we got to talk about that.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not gonna hold you. Shout outs to Shannon Sharp. Shout outs to Uncle Shay Shay. Cause dog, he understands the art of podcasting. Because bro, he had to be podding because it ain't no way in God's green earth. Now, and don't get it twisted. I've been one of those nasty dudes where you get too comfortable in a relationship, and I wish realistically. I almost want to do it just for shits and giggles. I want to call it X and ask, does that become a turn off because I kept like I just got too comfortable with farting. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. Just why not? Well, we here. Let's rock and roll. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Mask on 30 piece. Damn, hold on. How you work my phone? Let me find it. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Hello?
Are you still my friend?
Of course.
All right, I got a real question because I know you like Shannon Sharp. So, question: you seen the clip with him and Ocho
And
Cinco?
hold on. Am I on the podcast?
Of course you are.
Of course. Go ahead.
All right, so you seen the you heard? I know you heard the clip of Shannon Sharp, right? With him and Ocho Cinco when he said that he couldn't fart or use the bathroom in front of a woman.
Oh yeah. What about it?
Did you feel like I ever got like too comfortable with that type of stuff?
Bro, you already know the answer to that question.
So that's why I called you to ask you because I feel like you're the only person that can get an honest answer.
Yeah. Like you I mean, yeah, but you treated me like I was like your homeboy or something. So yeah, you definitely got very comfortable.
All right, that's all I wanted. I ain't want to bother you for nothing else.
Okay.
All right. All right, so yeah, I just know personally that's just how I give it up. I don't like that's why when he said, I'm like, bro, you just pardon me. But I respect that he understands the art of podcasting. Because it's like some people are so, especially because Shannon Sharp is in his 50s, dog.
Hold on. It's not the art of podcasting. So you saying a girl can comfortably fart around you and you okay with that shit? Chill.
So you saying you not?
Fuck no. I'm not. I am not. What?
No, when is she supposed to use the bathroom then?
Dog, I'm no. Like, me just dog, I feel like females not supposed to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I just like, dog, that's just
what?
I know everybody shits, but at the end of the day, hell no. Fuck no. No, fuck hell no. I'm sorry. Hold that shit in. I mean, because even with me, like, I will, like I said, I will hold it in and all that shit. But at the end of the hell no, that's not
for my point. For how long though? Like how long can you live like that? And maybe it might be different because if you don't eat health, and that's why when I'm hearing Shannon Sharp, I'm like, dog, you eat super healthy. This nigga's cut up like the goddamn Hulk. So it's like, how can you really hold in all day? Because I'm sure you got to eat a bunch of vegetables for one to have that little bit of body fat. So it's almost impossible. If I'm eating vegetables all day long, no, I use the bathroom multiple times a day.
I get it. I understand that. Are you saying? What are you saying? Are we in a relationship? We've been living together for a minute, like brick. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about like on a date, or I'm just chilling. I came over there to chill, and you fucking fuck. No, you bet not fart.
No,
even when I used to, like I said, when I used to get my head, like, dog, you know how you had to hold that shit in, like dog, I had to fart, but I'm sitting there holding it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my head done. I'm not trying to be trying.
Okay, so that okay, that's different. I get that part. I can respect that. If you get your head done, or this somebody you're not really fooling with.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you saying like we have a long term, like we've been dealing with each other for some years.
We only been dealing with each other for like 2 or 3 months, dog. After we be around every day, you crazy, dog. Oh, so this is what I'm saying. Well, listen, for people who are think like Marcus, you better get heavy on no protein diet. Because if you start messing with them protein shakes, protein bars, I promise you're gonna be a passing gas and gassy person, and when you use the bathroom, it's gonna stink.
I understand. For me, I'm talking about for a female. No.
So what if she was into working out and she was on her protein shakes? Though I follow y'all know I follow endless workout girls, and they be heavy on the protein. So I know for a fact what it do to me. I know it's gonna happen to you too.
Only fart I want to hear is from the pussy. I'm sorry,
man. That is crazy. I cannot believe y'all. Like, I literally thought he was just partying. Like, but you doubling down on it. That's crazy to me. I cannot believe that. Like, that's wild.
You would not judge a female?
No.
If she farted?
No, nigga. Because I mean, I'm like, okay,
that you wouldn't be like, what the fuck you?
No, if we eating healthy together, I definitely wouldn't care. Because excuse me, especially when you eat healthy, dog. I'm gonna tell you, just free game for everybody. The healthier you eat, guess what? One, you're using the bathroom, not gonna smell them, and you ain't even gotta take showers as much or use as much deodorant if you actually eating healthy and drinking a bunch of water because your pores ain't gonna stink. Think about the people who really smell crazy, like, and I'm talking about just even if it don't matter if they by the middle of the day, if it's somebody super fat, they start smelling crazy, or if it's somebody who drink a whole lot, because then you start smelling like liquor. But if you don't do none of those things and you really eating healthy, though, I go endless days without wearing no deodorant and you ain't gonna smell nothing. So because I'm not putting in a bunch of bad stuff in my body, and I work out and do cardio so I'm sweating. My pores is all like I'm good money. Like, dog, that is crazy.
I don't want to hear that.
Shout out, hey ladies, this is what I'm telling you. If you, long as you cooking the vegetables and we eating healthy together, I don't care. Knock yourself out. I don't like Jada Kiss said. You can fart yourself out.
Are you smelling that shit? Go ahead, my nigga.
I'm not gonna judge you, man. Knock yourself out. I can't. You know what's so crazy? It's funny because, and this is why I know you could never ask me to. If you asking me to spend the night and then stay the next day, bro, I'm going to use the bathroom. By 8 o'clock, I have to go to the bathroom. So if you want me to spend the night and not use the bathroom at your house, you better let me leave before 8 o'clock. Because by 8 o'clock, I have to get on the toilet and take a number 2. Sorry. It's just how my body's set up. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, real quick, go ahead.
You know the crazy thing about? I told a girl no, she couldn't even use the bathroom because she told me she had to do number 2.
What?
No,
you're all weird, dog. What? Oh, it's a part of you're human. I'd rather you use a number 2 so you ain't walking around bloated and all gutty. Like, nah. But anyway, just real quick, because I skipped over this. And this was, of course, because like I said, I just got back on Twitter, and it's so funny because, of course, I don't got no followers, but I'm still gonna pop my talk. So I see it's an older gentleman, like in the hip hop media space. His name is what is it? I think it ain't Mark Romson, is it? It's like Mark. Is it Mark Romson? I think he used to work at Genius or whatever the case may be. It's Mark something. I don't know. He used to work at Genius. But anyway, he was on. As somebody tweeted out and said, "Let's talk about how this All for All the Dogs is better than Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers." So he retweeted it and was like, "This why I can't talk music to y'all." So
Who?
Somebody tweeted out, "Let's talk about how this All for All the Dogs is better than Kendrick Lamar's what is it, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers."
Okay.
So he retweeted it and was like, "This why I can't talk music now. Y'all take y'all serious because y'all just don't know nothing." So I wrote him back. I didn't even think he was gonna respond. Like, literally, I got like 19 followers on this. So I said, "How do you judge music?" Because I'm sure you don't, because you are old. He's an older person. Like, I've been hearing about his name in music for like just like writing music, like hip hop, like working at the Source and stuff like that. Like, so I know you don't go off of numbers because you're an older gentleman. So how do you judge music where somebody can actually debate you back? Because if you sitting here telling me, if you're telling me that all I can really judge off of is your personal opinion, how can somebody ever debate you? You just sit here, are you thinking your ear is God? And so he was like, "No, I just go off of feelings and how it make me feel." But then again, like I always, and I meant that I should have said it last week. And shout out to I'm not gonna say shout out to the 49ers, but this is kind of just go back into my point of what I'm saying is when the 49ers was on their 5-0 streak, they was listening to NBA YoungBoy every week. And I know for y'all, it probably sound crazy and it sound like I be saying it in a joking matter. But it's not a locker room in life. We talking about professional athletes or college students or high school students. And that's how most of y'all kids even pick up on the music that they listen to because they're in the locker room. And that's what people listen to, even with Ja Morant. I remember when what is it? What's the man named it? And they was literally just doing a joke about him. Tyrese Maxey was talking about him. What's the Green? What's his name?
Jalen Green?
No. They played for the Lakers and he played for the Spurs. He played for the Sixers. Light skin with
Danny Green.
Danny Green. So Danny Green, but that was one of his complaints. Like, man, when I was playing in Memphis, that's all they kept playing was NBA Youngboy. So anyway, the 49ers did when they were 5-0, they were coming out the NBA Youngboy every week. And I always say this, like I said, just tying everything together is it depends. You have, especially as a grown man, dog. I just need you to be able to go somewhere physical when you tell me where you listen to music at. That's it.
Hold up, and I remember I didn't give you no kickback last week, but my question is, when you say that, where do the kids go to listen to music?
They hang outside or they be in the gym.
So everybody, it's nobody like they listen to it at school, going on the bus ride. The same as if an adult who goes to work or listens to it at work. My thing is, what's the difference of where you listening to it at? Because it's not like a lot of people don't go to the clubs like that. So it's not saying you have to go to the club to listen to music, because even the songs that people do put out don't always get played in the club.
For sure.
So that's why I'm at the end of the day, wherever you listen to it, which you feel comfortable in.
Okay. So, but just to give you some, to respond to what you said before you go too far deep in, I think it's a difference between for a kid and an adult. And the reason why I say that is because most adults, not first thing in the morning, not cutting on NBA Youngboy, but a kid won't care. He'll cut that negative stuff on first thing in the morning.
You have some people who do it.
Yeah, those are the people I want to. Guess what? If you feel like cutting on Youngboy before 11 a.m., bro, I don't even want to be near you because you're a very aggressive person. That's even for kids or whatever. But I understand the kids' brain haven't matured, so that hearing that in the morning, it don't care. Because when I was a kid, I told y'all every morning before I went to elementary school, sitting in my aunt's basement watching the box.
So, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think when you said, like I said, when you said last week how, when do you listen to it? You really don't listen to it in the car, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody what's the difference between you listening on the school bus going to school, or you listen to the car going to work? What's the
because what I'm saying is I don't think you can't appreciate up-tempo music just riding in your car unless you speeding and you got your windows down and like you really turned up. But 9 times out of 10, going on your way to work, you might not feel, unless you don't feel like going to work. So if you listening to the turned up music while you drinking
9
coffee,
times out of 10, most people don't want to go to work.
Okay, so if that's when you listen to it, then cool.
But I
don't still think, but listen what I'm telling you. I don't necessarily, it's a perfect example. You work outside and you got to move around. I'm sure you appreciate, you listen to more hype music while you're working because you're outside moving. You're moving around, you're trying to keep warm, you're trying to hurry up and get this route done. You're working you're just like, that's you doing cardio. So that's you working out.
But what I'm saying, I don't think it's a difference. Cause like I said, even in school or what, that's why I was just trying to figure out when you say like, people don't appreciate the music. At the end of the day, we all listening to it in a certain place. So regardless of whether it's,
so you don't believe it's a time and a place for certain music?
It is. But I feel like, when I'm just saying, when you discredit, when you say, well, the older people, they don't like, what's the difference between a kid and an adult?
Yeah, because I think their brain. It's their brain.
But that's my thing. But my thing is, okay, yes, you get up in the morning, you listen to whatever the case may be. But then when you get in the car, you got to listen to whatever's in the car. When you get on the bus, you got to listen to whatever's on. That's what I'm saying. I said, I don't think it's a big difference.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. It's the difference. And I'm sure most people, you don't listen to the radio, but I even, just because I listen to the Breakfast Club and them, and for people who listen to the Breakfast Club, or even if you listen to Ebro and them, or if you listen to whatever radio station in your area, you will hear most like jockeys complain about what they play early in the morning. Like I literally heard Charlamagne and them complain this morning, like, no, it's too early in the morning to be playing this. Like, can we get a better song? I hear Ebro say it all the time, because for some bros, with older people, and you only 2 years younger than me, dog. Sometimes your brain just in the morning time, I can't cut it on that early to get that crazy. Like kids, I get it, because they haven't lived enough life, so their brain is just crazy all day long, so they don't care. But as an adult, dog, I don't want to hear you shoot 30 people before I get to the next stop sign at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't listen. So I hear what you're saying. Unless I'm tired and I'm trying to wake myself up, I'm sure we all done it. Especially if you tired coming home from the club, everybody listen to all the music, super turned up, roll all your windows down because you're trying to hurry up and make it home. That's completely different. We talking about actually digest music. That's why that Yeet song was so big on that Drake album, because dog, people just listen to it. It's the kids don't get it twisted. And shout out to J. Cole fans for getting him a number one.
Like, share it.
Oh, shout out to J. Cole fans for getting them a number one for his first number one, because don't get it twisted. For a minute, it was looking like Yeet and Drake was gonna get number one, and when people started tweeting that out and the Billboard started posting numbers or whatever case may be, I respect J. Cole fans for standing up for their man. Like, nah, we're gonna get my man a number one, and they got him one. And the crazy thing is, and you kind of, even when we talking about streaming and stuff like that, or music, even certain platforms. Because I seen a post where it said on Spotify that Yeet song had 7 million more plays than the Drake and J. Cole jump. But realistically, and it's not, and of course it's not no shade to Spotify, but that is a kid-friendly app because it's free. Unless if you cool with the commercials running through with all the clay, it's a free platform. They can just put commercials through whatever albums or whatever music you listen to. They're gonna put commercials through there. So of course, kids, just like YouTube, kids will be on there more than if Apple Music or whatever something that they paying for. So that's just why I'm saying
kids on there too, because they got it.
I mean, some of them may. Everybody parent don't got it.
If you got an iPhone, I'm pretty sure you got Apple Music.
No, if you don't pay for it, nigga. When I first got my Apple phone, I didn't have Apple Music.
The crazy thing is, I don't even pay for my Apple Music. I got it through my Samsung, my Android phone. That's the only reason why I got Apple Music for free. I don't even pay for mine. But like my kids, they have it. But I said, I feel like even now, today age, I feel like everybody, if you have an iPhone, you have Apple Music. Okay. I don't think it's too many that don't. Because they got the family plan. So you just putting your kids on the family plan.
I mean, you might be right. I don't have kids. I don't know about all that. And we kind of got off the topic. But anyway, I was going back and forth with him. So I asked him just real quick, what was your how do you judge it? And he was just basically, and I guess he thought maybe like I was trying. I'm like, bro, this is not a hot take. I'm just asking you an honest question. I said, and that is the reason why why New York rappers are stagnant where they at for how many years, because dog, y'all so used to talking in an echo chamber. You so used to everybody, your circle of people who you may comment or have conversation with is okay. They would think Kendrick Lamar is the bar for whatever the young rappers is, but that's not the real world, dog. Kendrick Lamar put out his project, and I ain't even trying to make it a numbers thing, but let's just make it off of how often do you hear people riding around listening to that Morale and the Big Steppers? Like I told you, I go to the gym, so I listen to other ones. Sometimes I'll cut my headphones off just to hear what other people listening to. Or when I go to LA Fitness, it's a basketball gym. I go walk in the court and see what the kids in there playing, because 9 times out of 10 at LA Fitness, it'd be a bunch of young niggas in there just playing their music on a loud boombox. So I'm saying, so I'm like, when do you hear people playing it? And that's not no shade to Kendrick, but it's just the God honest truth. Like, dog, you're gonna hear more people playing a Drake album than you hear playing a Kendrick album. Mm-hmm. And you see it, I mean, that's why sometimes you gotta put the numbers in it. Obviously, the numbers make sense too. They ain't even comparable. Like, I think Kendrick last joint did like 290. Like, bro, that's not even close to Drake. That's more close to Uzi or close to Future. Future and Uzi in the twos. Like, this a low joint for Drake, 411. That's a low one for him. So that's my only thing on that one, but we ain't got to stay too much on that. But like I said, I was surprised that he even went back, and I told him, I said, bro, I ain't trying to troll you. This, I hope you ain't judging me off of this one, because I won't judge you off your Instagram or your TikTok. So let's keep it cute. And if you need some validation, just go ask Wale. He'll tell you who I am. And
but that's my only question is, you gave your opinion, he gave his opinion, but what really makes it right though? Because if people will have to eventually, that's why sometimes you almost got to throw numbers in it, because if you're having a real debate, you have to, because it'll just be our opinion. It'll be your opinion and my opinion. So can we have, that's just like if we go on Jordan and LeBron, people going to throw the rings in. Okay, cool. And that's the pill that LeBron got he know for a fact that's the pill pause he got to swallow. That people gonna always throw the Jordan ring thing in it, because it has to be something so we can kind of lean towards who makes sense in this debate. I hear that part, but then it's just like when you say the people makes those decisions, but then when you come to these award shows, or you even come to I guess what is the accolades? Because if you say the numbers are just how much you stream, we don't know what these labels do. We don't know anything like that. You say even when you streaming it, it takes a lot for you to reach those numbers. Mm-hmm. So we don't know exact how many people are actually listening to it. So that's my question, is just like, what do you really go off of? Like, oh, well, this was a hot song, this was the best song, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you really go off of? Or you know what I'm saying? I guess two things you can go. One, it's go off your opinion, and then that's when you have to be. You got to kind of watch people. If you're not gonna go to the club, you have to watch people's stories. But that's what I'm saying. But if you watch people, but you don't watch everybody, so it's just like you can say, all right, maybe in the hood, or this person, all right, but then what about the white kids? What about the other kids? They still have Apple Music. They still listen to rap music. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, what really put it, like, just because you in your area, yes, you might listen to, So Marcus, that's what I'm saying. That's what the internet is for. I don't the thing is, the internet, I don't have to follow people from here. I don't have to follow people from the hood. I can follow people from all over the world. I get what you're saying. You can follow people from, but with if the white kids or the other, you know what I'm saying, like other kids might mess with Kendrick Lamar's album more than they fuck with Drake. That's why I'm asking you, what do you really go off?
So then that's when you will have to use the numbers. You have to. The bad is nobody don't want to use them. You got to use them because how else we going to judge it?
Okay. That's what I was just trying to figure out. What do you really what makes it right from wrong? You know what I'm saying?
But that's when you have to throw the numbers in. Because you can't go off awards because we see people win like
because that's my case. Like YoungBoy's never been at awards show,
and
right?
that's why you can't go off awards.
That's why I'm just trying to. I'm like
even a perfect example. A reason why you can't go to off awards, and we can move on to like another topic after this one. You can't go off the awards because fucking Ice Spice beat Sexyy Red at the BET Awards for up and coming artists. Like how?
Yeah.
And she came out the same year GloRilla came out. Yeah, so how you for new artists, and she was a new artist when GloRilla was a new artist.
Yeah, that was they dropped the ball.
So, but that's my point. So that's what I'm saying. Even with awards, you can't really go off of that because it's like how.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just trying to figure out. What really makes it, you know?
And I guess of course, and for people who here for Jada Pinkett or whatever, we'll get into that. Like I told y'all know sometimes, and I'm sure most of y'all are tired of hearing about it. So let's just give it like another 30 or 40 minutes so we can get into that. But while we talking about music, I guess kind of tied into that adjacent. Shout outs to Blueface, and this is a person y'all know we don't do too much of the Blueface and Krishan on here, but shout outs to Blueface mom. I did not know that she had the yammies for jammies. Jesus Christ, Blueface mother got the yammers, dog. I don't know if y'all seen the uncensored pictures, but go on Twitter and just put in Blueface mother, boy. She got the yam. She got a donk. 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 Donkey. I swear to God, Blueface mother got a donk, dog. I'm not gonna hold you. That joint is wide. That's a wide load. She's pushing the G-Wagon. I ain't gonna hold you. That thing is a push to start. Shout outs to Blueface mother. And of course, her husband got mad on social media, sitting here saying, "Dog, you wasn't trying to upload that picture, send that picture to me." And again, we talked about this last week when we was talking about.
She's married.
Yeah. And so for people who didn't see the picture, she's saying she was sending the picture to her husband. So it was a picture of her. She got a hoodie on. She got her pants completely down, and she's sticking her tongue out. And it's like a mirror in the background, so you get to see like the phone is like you see her tongue, and then the phone picking up the mirror where you can see her ass.
I got so many questions.
Go ahead.
That's not his father?
Of course not. Hell no.
Okay. All right. Then I ain't got no more questions then.
Yeah. Hell no. That ain't his father. Hell no.
No, I'm just saying because of how she be on talking. That's why I'm just like.
No, that's not her father. Okay. I mean, that's not his father.
Okay.
But and the crazy thing is, Blueface said something. He was just like, old soggy cheeks or whatever the case may be, and she was like, it looked better than the ones you paid for. And that's the crazy. And she's basically throwing shade at his baby mother that got that song, whatever all the girls using now. And that's what I'm saying when I say you can judge. Like, I won't go listen to that song, but I know for a fact that his girl got that little song Barbie or whatever.
You can't say that shit is hot.
I can't say I would personally listen to it, but I see a lot of girls listening to it.
That's what I'm saying. But just because people use trendy songs just to get looks. Don't mean they like the song. You just using it.
I agree with that.
That's why I say in this day and age, people can run numbers up, but do you really? That's why I say if we went back to actually you had to buy physical copies and you had to go purchase, spend your money. That was my thing. That's why I said, what do you really go off? Because anybody can just tweet a song. You know what I'm saying? Like I can use this song because everybody else using it. Don't mean I like the song. I'm just using it because everybody else using it.
Of course, and maybe and I guess and that could be my naiveness where I don't do that, and I wouldn't do that. Like if I don't like a song, I'm not going to use it, especially if it's a song that I done bashed on here before. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to use it because everybody else using it. But then there's some songs where it's like the song actually be hot because a perfect example. Let's use that water song, water, whatever that song is.
That joint, yeah.
But listen to what I'm saying though. But even what I'm saying, perfect example for that. So that
if
song,
you listen to the song too long, it's like, what the fuck am I listening to? The little what's name is catchy, but the whole song, no.
No, nigga, the song is a good song. Make me water, make me water, make me water, whatever the hell. Make me.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a good.
Nah, nigga, that's a good song. You tripping?
You not listen to the whole thing.
It's not even a long song. It's only like a minute and some change.
My point. So it's just the chorus. That's what I'm saying. It's not like a song.
But what I'm telling you is though, but you can't see. I'm agreeing, but I'm disagreeing with what you're saying because that is a popular song and and it's huge on social media.
Yes, it's catchy. But that's what I'm saying. It's catchy because that little part is catchy. But listening to the whole song, you like, what the fuck am I? That's just like what's the chick, Erica Banks. That whole bust. What's name? You listen to that little one part, and then after that, the rest of it, you like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, I mean, I yeah and no, but that's all that matter. I'm sure that for that Make Me Water girl, whatever her name's name, I don't want to keep saying Make Me Water girl because what's her name?
She from Is she from here?
No, she ain't from here. She from.
Oh no, what's the other one? Honey Baby.
Her name Tyler. It's Tyl. It's Tyla, and the song is called Water. But I just like I said, dog. When I was looking at songs to use today, I think was it today when I was in the gym, yeah. And I was looking at it, and I looked at her jump, and that jump had like 300,000 people have used. This was just on Instagram. 300,000 people have used that sound. And that's not even on TikTok, because TikTok, they got a whole dance for it and everything. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but it's hard to you can't be that old and where it's like, I'm going to discredit that because it's like, oh, they only using it because of this part. Because then that's not fair, because then that'll be just like, oh, well, the people only like the first person shooter because of J. Cole part. It's still a part of the song.
It is still a part of the song, but that's what I'm saying. But people listening to that part, you're not listening to the whole song. I want to just go ahead and listen to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to listen to it because that's what you want to hear. So that's what I'm saying. It's catchy. Yes, I'm going to keep playing it. I just want to hear that part. But you're going to go say, I'm listening to the whole song. Because that's like, even with some people, you might tune into Breakfast Club where I just want to hear them do the donkey.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't listen to the whole episode. You just wanted to hear them do the donkey of the day.
I mean, and I'm sure that they know that, and that's why realistically they break it up. They break it. Okay, well, this is a popular part. Let me put this part on YouTube, because I'm sure that they know that as well. And their analytics is showing.
That's my question: is that many people really tuning into it, or they just wanted to catch that part?
I mean, I think it depends. It honestly depends on. It depends. It depends on the person. It depends on what you're talking about. Because some people may hear a clip or something and be like, okay, I want to go listen to this whole thing. And some people can just feel like, oh, I listen to your podcast every week because you watch clips on social media. People do that too. So it's just like, you don't like it. I think it honestly just depends. So that's the kind of the world we live in, where it's a click world where people kind of just use stuff off of clicks, to be honest. So it's just kind of, I don't even know how we got all the way over here, but shout out to Lil Kim. Lil Kim performed at the Liberty game. I guess we can kind of do sports a little bit. The Aces is up 2-1 on that series. They won the first 2 games at home, and then they lost last night to the Liberty. So the series is 2-1. And like I said, Lil Kim performed at the Liberty game. And you know what's so crazy? Like, I seen a video, of course, and I think we didn't get a chance to talk about it a few weeks ago when a picture came out of. And she was going back and forth with somebody, whoever was editing the pictures for the Ebony magazine when Lil Kim did her Ebony shoot. And she didn't like the way it came out because it looked like she didn't have a nose. But I seen a video of her in the car on her way to the Liberty game. I'm like, damn, she still look all right. Of course, she don't look like the original Lil Kim, but it was like in that, the way she had the camera when she was looking, I was like, damn, she don't look as bad as that Ebony picture did. Like, it just didn't do her no justice at all. And you know, one of the things I always wonder, can you go back to your original look? Like, could you go to a doctor? What you mean? I do get it that small as a dub?
No, how can you go back?
I would think you could be able to. You should be able to. If they did it once, why they can't do it again?
No. That's just like if you got skinny right now, can you get back? Your body, it won't go back the same.
Hell yes, you can go back. Nigga, you're going to go back fat. If I get skinny, I'm going to go back fat. Perfect example. The same way you watching Fat Joe put back on weight now after he didn't got the little band surgery.
But what I'm saying is, okay, but when your body and everything takes to it, it's hard for you. That's more work you got to do to try to get back. Just like that lady who died trying to look like Kim Kardashian or whatever.
Yeah, because she got planned. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think you can actually go back to your normal self. Yes, you can take things out, but I don't feel like you really going to go back to what you normally look like.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. But real quick, I mean, I guess, and just like I said, shout out to Lil Kim. I do feel like she is one of those people, and that's she don't get a lot of credit at all. And I don't necessarily know if it's because people are kind of upset with her playing around with her face. And that's kind of sad. Like, damn, y'all kind of you discrediting her music catalog off of the strength of this stuff. Maybe like bad decisions that she made with her physical appearance. Because I don't feel like a lot of people don't give her.
I don't think nobody discredit her.
No, go. This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna send you the video of a clip. I think it's on Neighborhood Talk. Just go read the comments. Like, dog, a lot of people be shading her just because it'd be like the way she look now. Like, she was performing and people was shading her body.
But what have she done though?
Nick, but I could say the same. I could say the same thing about Diddy.
No. But that's my thing. If you still performing, right? You still doing your what's name, your shows or whatever. You're still irrelevant in the music area. You're not, when you go on these shows or these acts or whatever, people are coming to see you for your hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's still rapping, or she still says she wanna, when she had her little beef with Nicki Minaj. You put the music out.
Yeah, but that was years ago though, dog. We talking about like right now. She ain't put out, I mean, she don't get it to, I think she is still putting out a song, but I don't think she's pursuing, but this is what I'm saying. Everybody still put out music. It's a difference between putting out music and hey, I just recorded something, I put it on my music platforms, I uploaded it on there, but it actually pursuing a music career still. I don't think Lil Kim is still pursuing a music career. Do she still record music? Yes, because you may just love recording music.
I know she put out an album not so long ago.
But it's a difference between am I doing a press run? Did I go do a bunch of interviews trying to promote this album? It's a difference. Like, yeah, I can put out one. Busta Rhymes still put out music, but if you're not going on press runs, you're not doing freestyles like all the youngest is doing, then it's like it don't count. It's not the same. Like you can't say if I put out an album and I don't do a press run, that's a different. Like even perfect example, like Quavo ain't promote his album like Offset did, and that's why the numbers show. The music show, but the work that you put up to promote it show as well. So you can't just because I record a song like I got a song like that. What do that mean? Just because you recorded one, that don't mean you sitting down and promoting it.
I think
that John load up. Go ahead. We can still talk though. You about to say, go ahead.
No, I just think more people clown or get on Kim because of her actions or.
But what is her action? She don't even say nothing. They just clown her because the way she looked. That's my point.
No, I think like even like her performances, like the stuff that she do on stage, like I think that's what they be getting on her for.
Yeah, because she's not gonna run from the dance. She know that's her thing now. She know that was a meme. I'm not gonna run from him or lean into it.
You can't run, but that's what I'm saying. But it's just like, damn, man, you don't even look the same. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say.
So you're proving my point. It's off her looks. It don't have nothing to do with music. Why people criticize her and clown on her? It ain't got nothing to do with the music. It's what she look like.
But if she was still putting out music, or she was still putting out music, people will listen to. Then they wouldn't care about the looks, right?
I think they just be hard on women regardless because of the looks. I don't care who it is, even if you not putting out music or not. If you somebody in the spotlight, people just judge your looks regardless. Like I feel like it's like to be honest, for women, and the crazy thing is, I was arguing with a homegirl of mine. I said, dog, women hate women more than anything. Just even when we talk about even just with the WNBA, like, dog, how many women you see actually post WNBA games? Like it's the NBA, it's their finals right now. How many women you see talk about it? I know. That's my point.
Just like even that what's name you sent me, you sent us yesterday about the car. I didn't even know nobody talked about that. That shit would look amazing.
But that's my point.
Female want to be equal, but they don't want to do their part.
Mask on 30 piece. Banging out the mud, the niggas heard of me. Mask on 30 piece. It was on my body. You ready? You know what's so crazy? I guess why we even talking about women real quick and we talking about the WNBA. It was so funny because Asia Wilson had on the all black outfit with the all black Air Force One. So you know everybody know what all black Air Force One supposed to mean. And then they still went and got their cheeks clapped in. But I do appreciate that. Again, I always highlight that the WNBA women understand marketing and understand how to build up a social media platform. I always get them a round of applause. And while we talking about women's sports real quick, shout outs to Caitlin Clark. And don't get it twisted. Y'all already know I gang bang on our side, but I gotta give credit where credit is due though. 50, and y'all, I'm doing boy math right now. It was 55,600, but I'm gonna round it up to 56,000 people that came to see her play. And so for people who don't understand what happened, Caitlin Clark is, of course, the young white girl who plays for, Iowa State or Iowa? It's just Iowa. And they played LSU, of course, last year in the women's college finals. Again, of course, they went up against LSU and they lost, but Caitlin Clark was the little white girl that everybody was loving, calling her like baby Steph Curry because she pull up, shoot literally from damn near half court. They had an opening day game and they played inside the football stadium. So they put a basketball court inside the football stadium where the average basketball arena may hold like 16,000. A bigger, newer one may hold like 20. So I think it's like the
Wizards hold 19.
Yeah, 19. I think I want to say
that might be the largest.
Yeah, I think them and maybe I want to say the Brooklyn Nets. I think the Brooklyn Nets is like close to 19. But anyway, let's just say the average basketball arena is anywhere between 16,000 and 19,000. So You talking about damn near 56,000 people, and it's not a lot of coverage on it. You didn't hear. And one thing I make sure for myself, stuff that I will complain about, I make sure that I got to sit here and be like, you can't complain. It don't matter if other people don't talk about it. It don't matter even if people who listening may not even care about it. You still can't complain about something and don't show up to try to make some type of change. Because it could be one person maybe listening right now, like, damn, I'm glad you said something about it because nobody else talked about it.
I didn't know about it.
And that's a huge deal, dog. Like, that's not like they don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that because the Spurs did do it last year for their what was it? What year? What anniversary was that? Did the Spurs did it for? But they did it in like a baseball. I think they did inside the baseball stadium or something.
The original where they first played at.
Well, anyway, that stadium hold 90,000 people wherever they played at.
Yeah.
And they sold it out to capacity, literally from the roof. But that was a one-off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was like for an anniversary thing. I want to say it was almost like 100 year. I can't remember what year anniversary. It was a high.
Yeah,
it was a high anniversary. It might have been like 75-year anniversary or something like that.
I want to say. I think that was where they first originally played at, or something like that.
Yeah, so they had it there, and that's in Texas though. Like y'all, come on, you know how big Texas is and how many people in Texas, and then San Antonio really tapped into that Spanish culture. So that is a huge difference. But still, like, though, this is you got to really think about. Though, she is a college athlete for that many people, and you don't know, nobody can't name you nobody else to play on that team. So when I sit here and say 56,000 people came to see this girl play, 56,000 people came to see this girl play. She is the team.
Let's not make it a white black thing, but y'all niggas ain't showing up like that.
They not.
Y'all niggas ain't showing up like that.
They not, but you know, and let's be real and let's be honest. And I think sometimes that's why you can't get mad at, like, remember when we talked about Stephen A. Sometimes, like, the more you pay attention to how you got to kind of be successful, you're going to have to tap dance a little bit. And that's why sometimes you got to give people grace a little bit when the way they tap. People pick and choose where they tap dance at. Some people, it may be like, okay, I'm a pander to this team, or I'm a pander to this audience. Because sometimes you got to, because realistically, if I'm just going to sit here and be on some super pro black shit, I'm only going to do then I got to ask myself, would they show up for me? Like, could Angel Reese pull off this same move? I don't think she could.
Hell no. Not just to sit here and say we about to
just play some random team for our opening night, and we about to put it in the LSU football stadium.
But okay, my only thing is, it's college sports. College kids gonna show up. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's
you can't say regardless, because there's some college games that I'm sure be empty too.
What you mean? Like,
so you think Maryland, if the Maryland's boys basketball team wanted to play right now, you think that they could sell out the Maryland's football stadium? No.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's even in Maryland football, the kids don't go. Like, that's what I'm saying. You have to, depending on where you at, if it's a place where that's what they into the college sports, they're going to show up. Just like all them football games, like the Virginia Tech and all, you know what I'm saying? Like them other places where their crowds be, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no empty seats. Of course. You look at Maryland, even Maryland, I think they only lost 2 games or 1 game. They got Tua's brother. Don't nobody go to those games. You probably didn't even know that Tua brother played.
I didn't. Until you just said something.
My point, because like I said, they don't care. Like I said, it's not that attractive when it comes to them. So anywhere else, like Ohio State, all that stuff, you see how their crowds be? Yes, they're going to show up. Now, LSU, I don't know if they got that kind of crowd. They might. But I don't know.
I feel like they do for football. I don't know about for the basketball.
I don't know.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm with you though. I don't want to sit here and, I mean, of course, I don't want to make it a white or black thing, but I do think realistically, even because we don't necessarily have to be a white or black thing. It could be just that small town in America, and 9 times out of 10, I guess the sad thing is most of them, they don't have nothing else to do, and that is where it is in white America. So of course they're going to show up for their own like that. But I ain't even trying to make it a color thing. I think that shit was hard.
No, because even like remember when OKC, when Kevin and was there, and it was like when they first do the tip off, nobody sits down, everybody's standing up.
Oh, for sure. And that's why and people always used to say OKC when Kevin Durant, when it was KD, Westbrook, and Harden, they used to be like, or even when it was just KD and Westbrook, it was like a college atmosphere for sure, because that's all they have.
You can't do that shit at Verizon.
No,
nobody fucking stand up. They don't even stand up for the national anthem.
Yeah, you're right. It'll probably depend on the city, because Sacramento do it now.
But that's what I'm just saying. It's like just different cultures in different places. So even with her, I don't feel like I said, they came out for her. I feel like, yes, to see her play. Now, if it was LSU, I don't think it might just come out for the school. I don't think they were just coming out where we want to see Angel Reese play, because Angel Reese is not just a only star.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
she's not
team.
the only star on that team for sure. Not definitely not now, especially not even going into this year. She's definitely not the only star on that team. I guess we can switch gears real quick and we can play these two things and we can play this clip real quick. And this in the shot real quick before I play this clip. Man, shout outs, and that's why I can't even shade the white women. Shout outs to the white women on TikTok. They showed up crazy in the comments this weekend. They was shooting. They was pulling up from half court. Like, I would never do that to you, King. I said, go off, white girl, go off. I ain't even gonna hold you. They was pulling up from a parking lot in the comment section on TikTok. But I'm about to play this clip right now, and this is a clip of this lady. I'm gonna just play it, and then y'all know what I'm talking about.
Let me just get the door for you. Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. You're not just going. Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Okay. Are you're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant? You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them. Oh yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah, come on, get up, go in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Oh, okay. So yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right? I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right? Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done. I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean, and then Cheesecake Factory.
All right, so now this one we need some Kevin Samuels drops because I ain't gonna have recipes to the Godfather Kevin Samuels because I ain't gonna hold you. This way he would have took her to church, but I'm not gonna lie. One thing I can sit here and say that I do appreciate about women when it's time to drag other women, bro, they gonna go crazy because they would like as a man. I'm not even paying attention to the color of her lipstick. I'm talking about though. I had so many women. First thing they would sit here going to was the color of her purple lipstick. Like you got a green dress on with purple lipstick, girl. You need to shut up.
Looking ass.
I'm like so, but it's so crazy. Like, and don't get it twisted. I ain't about to dog her out. Like,
dog her out. What?
No, I'm talking about like I'm trying to look at her real quick and see like on a scale of 1 to 10.
If she said that to you, what you gonna do?
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't even think she couldn't get a date out of me. She's not really like date quality for me to be. If I'm keeping it a buck, I definitely would hit her though. I ain't about to make it like I wouldn't hit her. I would definitely hit her, but I wouldn't like her talking about a beautiful woman like me. Where at? I don't see it. I'm Stevie Wonder to whatever beauty you talking about that you got. I don't see whatever you see. But I do realize, and I think these reasons why these videos, because I'm like, bro, this has to be a skit. This cannot be real. Like, I'm like, no, there's no way this can be a real thing. But the crazy thing is, we live in the era where I'm talking about, like I said, like I don't even know how many views she got on her job, but I'm talking about on my TikTok, bro, I got like 100-something thousand, and it was literally, don't get it twisted, it was men commenting on, but it was endless women, and nobody knew. Like some people like, yeah, it's a skit, but I'm talking about if I had to judge off the comments, I'm talking about 90% of the people didn't know if it was a skit or not.
I mean, it's cool as a skit, but I mean, what do you really? Because that's my thing. What are you trying to bring awareness to, or are you trying to sit here?
I guess she's trying to know. I mean, it's not a promoter. So I guess it's to get people talking. Obviously, which it did. And she was, I guess, basically, what you is going to a chain restaurant on the first date a bad look?
Now you ask me, big dog. You know where I go.
Yeah. Okay, my only reason why I wouldn't go to the Cheesecake Factory is because I just know I
don't like Cheesecake Factory food like that.
The crazy thing is I actually do, but I'm fat, dog. I know I'm like that Cajun pasta or Alfredo, whatever it is, dog, I'm gonna need like doubles of that because it's not for me. Even going out, and that's why I really don't like going out to eat, especially if the food is actually decent or good. I know I'm just gonna want more. I'm a fat person at heart, and that's why I work out so much because it's like, dog, I know how much I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna need like 2 plates. I couldn't just do 1 plate. And then the cheesecake, them Oreo cheesecakes, oh my God, them Jones is cracked. So that's why when people like, oh, why you say you wouldn't go? I wouldn't go because I know I lack discipline when it comes to, if I eat something good, I'm going to eat. I'm going to run it up real quick.
So you're not saying you wouldn't go because of the food or because
no,
I
just wouldn't go because I know for a fact I'm going to overdo the food. You might get an Oreo cheesecake there, and then you want one to go because if you think about it, go get some cheeks. So I had some cheeks. Though I don't know how all y'all feel, but I feel like I always need snacks after like some cheeks. Like you just need a snack, like just something. Just like a little sugar hit real quick, just to like redeem yourself. Like, all right, boom, now I can go to sleep. So but this woman is just like, she was just talking greasy to this dude. And I'm like, I'm even looking at it like, all right, I get it. Why you talking greasy to him? Because he looked like a poop hut. So it's like, all right, this makes sense. But it's just like, you talking too crazy, like a woman that look good as me. I'm like, bro, you look like something that I could just talk out of that dress, period. We ain't got to go nowhere.
My point. You're lucky you made it here. Lucky we just ain't stop at the liquor store. And
man, shout out to the women who cool with just stopping at the liquor store. You ain't got to make it to the date. I appreciate y'all like from the top to the bottom of my heart. Y'all the real ones.
But I mean, I get it with skits and had people talking, and that's just like the video before when the dude cooked for the girl, and she was like, "Why you couldn't take me to a 5-star restaurant?" But he took the time out and cooked, made a nice meal for her.
But you know the dangerous thing about these clips and stuff, even it just being talking pieces, because
some people really believe it.
Because people really believe it, and then it plays off of people's real experiences. I'm sure there is a man out here who experienced that. Thank God I haven't never experienced that, but I know it's some women who would have been like, probably like, nigga, I don't care. I'm not going to no chain restaurant neither. And some women do feel like that, and that's why. And you know what's so crazy? And that's sometimes, and this something Lo told me. He's like, dog, you got to still. Even when you talk on social media, you got to talk like nobody never listened to your podcast because so many people was going crazy off the lunch lady arms. I'm like, bro, I've been saying this for like 2 years. This is old as hell. It's like, all right, I'm cool. I'm a kiki back with y'all, but it's not funny to me because I've said this a million times. But she did have lunch lady arms, and that's sometimes you ain't about to talk to me crazy and you got lunch lady arms. I'm sorry, bro. Like you're gonna have to get them arms a little bit smaller before you start talking greasy to me. That's insane. And it was so funny because a lady wrote a homegirl of mine on my Instagram. He told me lunch lady arms. He got a hoodie on. He probably had, and the girl didn't. Of course, some people are not into the comments thing. She's like, this person can't know who this person must don't follow. I'm like, no, I gotta be a fake page or something. I'm like, bro, I work out every day. I'm far from lunch. You can't smack my arms and they not moving or doing nothing. Are you insane? But with all that being said, I'm not about to let no woman with lunch lady arms talk greasy to me. Tell me where I gotta take her. Like, are you crazy? I gotta take you to a 5-star restaurant.
But the sad part is the conversation part. Oh, what would you like to go to eat?
No, okay. It's a 2-part to this video where this dude took the same people. It went longer. I don't feel like looking for the longer part, but basically they were supposed to have reservations for somewhere else, and she was an hour late, so they missed their reservations for a nicer restaurant. So this was supposed to be the compromise.
I knew it was something.
But my whole thing is sometimes it's just like, but even just sitting here, like she said,
open your fucking mouth. I just asked you where you want to go. Now you sit here, mess things up, then fine. It's the next thing. That's the only thing that's open that's close by.
No, that's what I'm saying. But even when it comes to the courting thing, if I really want to get to know you, bro, just let it go. It's going to happen. No, listen to what I'm saying. And I say this.
But this is my thing. And when somebody asked me about it, and I was the conversation, I said, I'm not about to sit here and wow you on the first date because then you're going to expect me to do that every time.
Exactly.
Those places are for special moments. Like, oh, hey, I remember we went here for our anniversary or whatever. Like, if I'm sitting here taking you to spending this kind of money, you're going to expect that every time.
Yep.
No.
But the crazy thing is, I think realistically, because the way the dating market is gone and where it's at now, a lot of people feel like that's supposed to be the norm. The 5-star restaurant is supposed to be the normal now. It's not supposed to be no chain restaurants. It ain't supposed to be no, like, no, you gotta think about and this is so crazy. And of course, this one show my age, though. When I first graduated from high school, no, Red Lobster was the bar. Oh, you know how women used to be geeking? You took her to Red Lobster?
Yes. Trust me.
Nigga, Red Lobster was like
no. What's the joint in George Houston's? I think that was,
it's Sequoia's.
No. What's the joint that had the spinach dip? It was Houston's, right? That was in down Georgetown.
Well, only restaurant I know down Georgetown is Sequoia's, right there on the water.
No, I think it's Houston. It was up going to what that mall is or whatever. The Neiman Marcus and going up. I think was that Missouri or whatever. Going up that street.
Yeah, I mean you might be right.
Yeah. I think that was the only, I guess nice restaurant that besides
but
yeah,
no, you're talking about closer to the Montgomery County side.
Yeah. I want
that was Houston's. Yeah, that was Houston's. And then I changed it to what was like Epic? Was it Epic? They changed it to like one of them grill joints. It was Houston's for a long time though, for sure. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think a lot of people think that's what it is now, and that's why I don't like, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a hub daddy, baddie hub, porn hub me, all that extra. I'm cool.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. You should have gave up the box first. Then, if your pussy good, then you probably would have not been at the Cheesecake Factory.
But not even that. I just still don't think. To me, sometimes because I think sometimes, and I was having a conversation with a young lady. She was just like, I don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time. I'm like, dog, slow down. You got to give it a second to you ain't even allow it to build nothing before you to know if it's going to waste your time or not. So right. you don't want to catch, basically what you were telling me is you don't want to catch feelings.
On something simple.
No. You don't want to catch feelings off of something simple. And you're trying to stop yourself from catching feelings because I'm not willing to put a title on it the first month we start talking. I don't know what it is yet because though I haven't even tasted your cooking yet. We ain't done it raw yet. Nothing. We ain't even done it multiple times for me to be able to tell you what it's going to be. Just because the weather about to be cold, you're not about to press me out. That ain't what we about to do. But I think that's so because those are the times that we live in so much where people just like I understand because nobody want to waste time. The same way when we going back on the very first topic when we talked about it, where I wouldn't feel comfortable wasting somebody's time, allowing them to take me on a trip. So I understand people don't want to waste time because a lot of people, that's your mental baggage that you have. That's the like your mental walls that you got up, the boundaries that you start to set for yourself, which is all cool, but still you can end up screwing up something good because you're trying to rush from avoiding something that already happened to you previously. You can't go, no, this is just like, and you know what's so crazy? A young lady was asking me in a DM, what do you bring to the table? And I hit her with a hell of a jump. I'm gonna bring it right here to the pod. I was like, dog, dating is just like a sports team. I can't tell you what I bring to the table because realistically, we all can bring the same exact thing to the table, but it's just like a quarterback. Every team don't need a running quarterback. So every time I go to date somebody, I'm not gonna bring the same thing to the table because you might not need the same thing. Your emotional attachments or physical attachments that you may need, the next person may not need. One woman may need a nigga with a bag, and the next woman may just need a nigga with some dick and can eat it up. So why would I sit here and try to bring the same thing? Well, I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to bring to the table, and you don't need that. It's just like a court. Like every year, your team draft players. I'm not going to draft a quarterback every year.
Yo, CEO Mikey.
Some years I may draft an offensive lineman. Some years I might draft a defensive player. Some years I may need a cornerback or a linebacker. It just depends on what you need. So somebody asking you, hey, what do you bring to the team? Guess what? Every year, your team, your favorite basketball, football team, they draft a different player every year. It's still the same team. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here each and every Tuesday. I promise you, I'm really like that. I've been doing this for 2 years. This is season. This is season salt. This is Thanksgiving. It's close to Halloween. Shout out to all the women who will be getting ready to get butt naked in 2 weeks.
Ultra podcast.
Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know. Somebody asking you what you bring to the table, the honest question, you shouldn't have a real answer for them because I don't necessarily know what you need. We could tie this into football real quick. Let's look at the 49ers. And you know what I love about 49er fans real quick? Last year during the playoffs, y'all excuse for losing to the Eagles was Brock Purdy got injured. Mm-hmm. Y'all lost yesterday to the Browns. Y'all excuse was Debo got injured and
they missed the field goal.
I know what the real reason why they lost, but their reason for what they said even why I got that close. Excuse me, is because Debo was injured and the white boy, what's the number 23? What is it? CMC, whatever his name is.
And Kittles didn't play.
He ain't play neither?
No, I don't see him. That's why I say I feel like this game if this was the NBA, that would have been a low management game. Nobody played.
I thought he played.
I didn't see him. Because why didn't you go to him? I don't think he played.
I can't remember
I
off the
don't
top of my
think-
head.
I
I watched
didn't
that
see
game, but I can't remember off the top of my head
Yeah, I
because
don't
I
think he
watched.
played.
I literally watched that game. But on my only thing of it is that excuse you can't every time. Listen, this is football. Your excuse because somebody was hurt cannot be your excuse every time. If they played in the game and got put up, bro. It's a part of football. Niggas get you got to shout out to Sean Payton. Sean Payton used to pay players to injure players. That's a part of football. People get injured. That's a part of that sport. This ain't basketball. This ain't tennis. This is football. Niggas gonna get hurt.
You absolutely right. Somebody came through. You set the bar, you matched them, and you did what you're supposed to do. It rained out there. People are not used to that. That's why I said people going to have the advantage. You at the end of the day, you won the game.
But real quick though, you lost to the Cleveland Browns without Deshaun Watson and without Nick Chubb. And let's be clear, and you can see the difference. Like, sometimes, and that's why I was.
Defense is always
No, for sure. But you could. But this is what I'm saying. The defense is always cool. But them games that Deshaun Watson play in, he gonna either throw a touchdown or he gonna run it in there. It's a huge difference between him and that backup quarterback.
But here's my thing: you getting blown out is a different story. You losing by 1 point. It was a missed field goal.
Yeah, but
those
hurt.
It was in the red zone. I didn't understand why they just keep going. See, that's the thing about you being pussy and kicking a field goal instead of you just keep going and scoring the touchdown.
Because Brock Purdy ain't really like that.
You can't say that. You can't say that. He's been showing it.
He showed me yesterday he wasn't like that.
Come on.
He looked like he was the real deal yesterday.
Ain't too many look like they the real deal against that defense. That's why they
who didn't? Big boy.
Big boy what?
Lamar Jackson looked like Timothy against them.
They played them?
Hell yeah, and they beat them. That was the second game of the season. Because the first game, the Browns beat the Bengals. The second game, it was against the Ravens. You're crazy. The Ravens beat them.
So, the Ravens only lost to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, they only lost to Pittsburgh and lost to the Colts.
Okay. And they beat they beat Cincinnati and Cleveland?
The Ravens, yeah, they beat both of them. But and real quick, because I didn't mean to go to sports that earlier, but I got caught in that sports analogy bag. And of course, y'all know for a fact I could not. And let's be clear, real quick, before we move on back on to talking about just some other stuff. I'm not gonna lie, y'all know I can call my black quarterbacks to the Justin Hurts. Boy, I mean not Justin Hurts, Jalen Hurts. You wet the bed crazy yesterday. Oh my! And don't get it twisted. The Jets got a great defense, but
no, they don't.
No, yes, they do.
Better than Cleveland? No.
I didn't say better than Cleveland, but nigga, they got a good defense. You acting like they got that dog. Sauce Gardner won,
right? And
he didn't play. So that's what I'm saying. I'd rather you say that. Don't make it like they some doo doo though. But Sauce Gardner won rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year last year. You can't say they don't got a good defense and you got a person who won an award for playing that position. Sauce Gardner is lockdown defense. What are you talking about? He ain't no trash. They damn near they almost beat the Kansas City Chiefs the week before. The referees blew that game for them. In the same way the referees blew the game for Buffalo last night. The goddamn nigga was passing, hold the nigga whole jersey in the back of the end zone. He's throwing it to him in the Giants.
That's why this is my thing. What you about to say? You're saying with the Jets, right? They've never beaten the Eagles. It's the first time they beat the Eagles in history.
Yeah,
the whole history of the Jets. That's the first time they beat them without Aaron Rodgers, without all their players. It's a game. I mean, I feel like you can't. If it's a 7-game series, you can't say you're going to win a series. You won one game.
Oh no, for sure. Of course.
That's why
I mean, it's Sunday. I mean, the name of the movie is Any Given Sunday for sure.
Anybody can win. I'm not about to sit here and say, "Oh well, damn, the Eagles some shit because they lost."
No, I'm not saying that. All I'm just saying is, all I'm just saying is because I talk a lot of trash. I like to call out the teams and the players that I like. Oh, he wet the bed yesterday. He threw 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter. The same way I called out Lamar Jackson the week before that. I gotta call him out. You gotta call a spade a spade.
No, you do. You're right.
And that's it. And real quick, let's get back into women, where women are all over the place and don't kind of like each other. Raw. Real, what is it called? Real ass whores. Or rich ass whores. Either way, however you want to take it. That's the name of the new City Girl album that's supposed to come out this Friday. Matter of fact, I don't think they played it on music. I don't think they did.
What's up? It's the City Girl, and if you're looking for some serious ass freestyling, cypher ass rap, chicken in the motherfucking basement, sweating in your motherfucking car. I think it's safe to assume I was listening to wishes. I step out the womb. This ain't no motherfucking J. Cole.
Yeah, you can't really hear it for real. But anyway, they got basically saying what you're not gonna get. They basically were saying they're not J. Cole, they're not Missy Elliott, they're not Busta Rhymes. This is City Girls, and this is what you're gonna get. They got a new project coming out, like I said, this Friday, and it's called Real Ass Whores. So women was in a frenzy about that. Oh, it was right there on the table. Why you just couldn't put real ambitious women or real ass women? Why it had to be? But I said, dog, time up. On brand for the City Girls, why would it be called Real Ambitious Women? Like, let's be serious, dog. And listen to what I'm saying. And why I say let's be serious, because it cannot sit here in the same week the Cheesecake Factory thing go, and that's why I'm going to name this episode "Real Ambitious Women" at the Cheesecake Factory, because you can't not sit here and say like for that Cheesecake Factory thing to trigger us all in a different manner, and then sit here and get upset with the city girls for calling themselves real ass whores, because though that is the community that is being pushed by all of y'all daily on social media.
Hey, my nigga, what do it matter what the hell they name the album or any song? If you like the song, you will listen.
No, Marcus, but my thing is, what's the point? Why would I have to call? Why would the album cover? I mean, the album title have to be something PG-13, and the lyrics is going to be rated R. These are the same girls who told you real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. What is it? Give that one. What's the other line? The other Joan. Broke boys, they don't deserve no pussy. That's right. Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is all the same thing. Like, I can't remember all the city girls jumps on the top of my head, but those are the words. The words and the lines that go with these songs. How, dog? Why would it be anything else? They've been telling you they was whores the whole time they was here.
I don't even understand.
You got a rich nigga, he ain't tricking. What's the point? And he ain't spending it. That's literally off their newest song.
Did you see that performance on BET?
Yeah, I was kind of on the fence, but I ain't gonna say it was trash. It was just all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But you can tell do you know the crazy thing is you can tell the difference on, and I seen Bow Wow make a post about this. So real quick, we can come back on what Bow Wow said. Let that load up real quick. Piss.
Archer Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe.
That shit on TNT.
Palace, what you cooking?
Why you so uptight? Yeah, you gotta let it loose. Yeah, that nigga wasn't right. Girl, look what he let you do. I could put you on a flight. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I hope you ain't buying dreams, cause that ain't what I'm selling you. Yeah, you should be cool, but you don't do it like Kelly do. Don't hope be on your heels, yeah, you got bitches trailing you. I know exactly when you lying, girl, like who you welling to. I know exactly when you lying, you need watch who you tell them to. Why you acting so uptight? Like you not the prototype. Big as fuck, you know my type. Count it twice, make sure it's right. Hit the gym, get shoulders right. I might put on a show tonight. Have her on the floor tonight. I made her come say, show you right. I don't got no cups on her, she know it right. And I don't care what niggas spent, I know it's like. Come with me, get shown the light. Shit, you might get flown tonight. Get you out your zone tonight. Gotta make sure the moment right. Make sure you ain't got shit to do. You ain't gotta live till the morning, right? You about to be a therapist. You graduated from Morgan, right? You want hit this is Northern Lights. I can give you more than right. You want bags of Jordans, right? You want me Dior, you right? Like shit get better the more I ride. You keep running the more you type. Yeah, lame, the more you type. The way we fuck is like the porno type. And I ain't paying for no porno sites. Thrax. Why why you so uptight? Yeah, you gotta let it loose. Your last nigga wasn't right, girl, or would he let you do? I could put you on a flight, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I hope you ain't buying dreams, cause that ain't what I'm selling you. Yeah, you should be cool, but you don't do like Kelly do. Don't hook me on your heel, you got bitches trailing you. I know exactly when you lie, girl, like who you well into. I know exactly when you lie, you need watch who you tell them to.
Yeah, so Bow Wow made a post, and this is what kind of blew me up, because this was going back into what you were saying about the City Girls thing. Bow Wow made a post and saying that they need to bring back artist development and like A&R and stuff like that. My only thing is, when you say a broad statement like that, I feel like, dog, just say who you talking about. Don't sit here and make it just a broad statement, because like, who are you talking about? Like, say if you feel like, because I did see Ice Spice performed at the SNL, and it was, of course, it was dry and it was probably some trash, and that's probably, to me, and I could be wrong, he might could have been talking about somebody else, but I felt like that's who he was talking about. My only thing is, say that, because when you say artists still need artist development, because realistically, I look at somebody like Lola Brooks, or I look at GloRilla, like, dog, they put on a good performance. Like, GloRilla was on that joint dancing, showing personality on her performance.
And I feel like, and that's I think that's probably what he's saying, is like, from her first performance to now, she's developing herself and she's changing her image. She's not just looking one way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
So I feel like when you say, like, that's just like, even with these teams, like when you draft a player, you need to have a player, you know, a person develop. You can't just stay the same when you first came in, because that's my only thing, is just like, you'll get tired of it sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean, I get that part, but it's just still just saying that artists need artist development. I feel like, dog, it take a lot of time, and I think again it goes back to what do you actually listen to? Because if I'm only listening to mainstream stuff, or if I'm only judging it off of mainstream performances, it's like, it's so many artists that it take a long time for them to get where they at. Even perfect example, look at Lady London. Like, I think she taking too long. Shout out to Lady London. She did her thing on at the BET Awards. I like her rap, and I didn't hear a lot of people, and I'm sure because she dropped the same week as Drake, Maya the Dawn. She had a popular song on TikTok. It was called Duffy. I mean, no, it was called, was it, or in my Tuffy, or it was basically, it was a song about Telfair. I want to say it might be in my Tuffy. I can't remember what it was, but it was a song about Telfair. And she a heavy set young lady from New York, but she pretty though. She's a big jump, but she pretty. And she put out an album the same week as Drake, and he was even on the jump. Like, if you go look at it, Maya the Dawn,
it's still up there too.
Yeah, it's still up there. And check her out. Like, it's cool. She can rap. She rap aggressive. Like, she not one of them like super kitty cat rapping girls. But anyway, she freestyle. I liked her jump. I like just what I'm telling you. And I know a lot of people don't listen to me. Like, again, why I'm saying mainstream, I think Gloss Up rap 100 times better than GloRilla. If you go through their catalog, well, GloRilla don't even got a catalog enough to even put up against Gloss Up. But if you just actually listening to what she say, her tone of voice, bars, punchlines, everything, Gloss Up is a way better rapper than GloRilla. But people don't, because you just into whatever the cool thing is that social media tell you to like. So, and the crazy thing is, they are friends. And don't get it twisted, I think GloRilla not having as much mainstream success, I do feel like she's gonna eventually lean on them a lot harder. Because I even seen after she was starting to get pushback on the Cha Cha song, I seen her like posting more pictures on social media with them and her. Like, she gonna kind of lean back onto them. You had your 15 minutes, your head got big, you start smelling yourself, and I think realistically now you're gonna come back down to earth, because realistically, y'all were a group. Y'all were a group. Like, y'all came out together. You got to lean on them. And it's probably realistically, it's easier for most rappers. You ask them, it's easier to lean on the group because I can bounce ideas off of this person and that person. Even Offset said it about in one of his interviews when he was like, "Dog, you can't expect for us to be the Migos again because the person who was the glue of the group from the beginning was Takeoff." And I think sometimes you'll see that. And I think GloRilla recently, she'll eventually find her way again. But I do like that she's not scared to keep shooting her shot. She's not scared to take the criticism. She's gonna give her clapbacks. But I do think Gloss Up, if you actually listen to the songs or listen to the words, Gloss Up is a better rapper than GloRilla. GloRilla just got the spotlight right now. Sometimes you just gotta wait your turn. And that, to me, and that is the form of, like, that's artist development, because the more you shoot your shots and you don't get your moment, and that's even for podcasting or whatever you're doing, the more you don't get the shine that you feel like you deserve, you're going to work harder. You're going to find that's going to make you even a better artist, because sometimes I always look at it like, damn, what if the podcast would have blew up from my original cast and it still played out the same way? Then you had to deal with it like other podcasters had where you break up in front of the world and then you got to refigure whatever the case may be, where you can sit here and say, nah, I keep this slowly but surely building up momentum, building up a larger audience at a slower pace. Of course, realistically, you'll get frustrated because it's not going to be as financial beneficial to you, but you'll still be able to build up your own jump at your own pace. And I do feel like that for Gloss Up, and even with Lola Brooke, she smoked her Cypher jump. Like if I had to say who was the best,
I can't say it. I will, like I said, I'm gonna give a round of applause to all of them. Only one I think was the first set.
Oh yeah, shout out to the dude from the PG from PG County. But he was trash. I ain't gonna
but because he was on there, I give him his props. But I feel like him and who else was on that one?
I don't even like the big Mexican cuz whatever. I ain't like his jump.
But his was cool. It was like I said.
Okay. I'm the reason why I said. But what I'm saying is, I don't like his because he cranked that llama pajama jump. Like you can't crank the llama pajama and then slum when you get to the BET Awards.
But I feel like this whole little rap, the way he rap is cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but it just
like
wasn't.
I said, you don't understand what the hell he's saying.
Yeah, I just would have rapped.
He should have
just redid the llama jump.
I'm not gonna say his was bad, but I felt
the worst jump was due from here. His jump was horrible. And don't get it twisted. And let's be clear. And the reason why he on there because he got a fire song when he redid that Alicia Keys jump. And that's how he got on there radar for Swizz Beatz to even put him on his team. He redid that whatever that Alicia Keys jump is with Common was in the video. She was at the jump. Like that song crank. I think the name.
My name.
Yeah, you know my name, but the name of that song is I'm gonna tell you his name because I do like that song and I added it to my playlist. And I hate that DMV people really just don't support each other. Like that's disgusting because I really like that song a lot.
But like I said, his rap
it's called Palm 62. His name is Foggy Raw. Yeah, but the name of the song is Palm 62. And he smoked that. He redid that Alicia Keys jump, but that freestyle was horrible. Like that ain't your bag. You need to stay far away from it. You should have not even played yourself. I get it. It's BET Awards. It's a good look. You don't want to miss out on that look. But if you know for a fact that you can't play with the freestyle and they set you up because they put you right behind, right in front of Simba and Cassidy is ridiculous. And don't get it twisted. On any normal day, Simba would have blacked out. But bro, listen to you. It ain't too many people out in the world that can freestyle better than Cassidy. So if whatever Simba thought he was doing, you smoked it for what you thought you was doing. You just maybe didn't know that Cassidy was coming behind you. Cassidy played the cleanup man.
But that was kind of unfair though. You had the advantage because it's Swizz Beatz, so you kind of.
So what? That ain't whose fault is that? That ain't my fault, nigga. You better tighten it up. You get on it. No, you can't come up with excuses. Same when we just talking about football. Is any given day when you get on this microphone, you gotta bring your A game, doggy. And yeah, and Cassidy played cleanup man on that one. I ain't gonna hold you. He spanked him. But yeah, out of the girls, John, when it was I don't care what y'all say. That Bun B shit was trash. I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah, no, the Bun B joint.
He was just there to promote Trill Burger. Shout out to Bun B. Shout out to Trill Burger.
He did not fit in.
Yeah, not all them girls. But this one,
he did not fit in. But like I said, his what he was saying and how he, you know what I'm saying, if it was another beat, it probably would have been better. But nah, he definitely.
Yeah, and like I said, I think to me, if I'm gonna say Lola Brooke had the best jump. I'm not saying out of everybody. I ain't saying better than Cass. But I'm talking about out of her group. Like, the only reason why I kind of got to give it to Lola Brooke a little bit because I've already heard Lady London do that. Jigga who?
That was my first time actually seeing
Jigga who? She done that before. She if you go on Apple Music, the only mixtape she got out, she did that freestyle before. It's on that project. And that's my only beef with her. Like you, that's what I'm saying. And that's what and I get it.
Did you like Scarlett?
Oh yeah, I forgot she went crazy. But and that's my only thing that she was on there. Like you could have took the Mexican nigga out and put her on there with them. So she could have went with Maya the Don and that other girl. But like, cause that other girl was I guess she looked like she might have been a dyke. I could have done without her too.
What was that one?
That may have been that wasn't a part of the switch. So that was the
that was Timbaland.
No, she went with Maya the Don and the Spanish nigga or Fat Mexican, whatever his name is. She went with them, but well, then who's? Oh, we talking about Scarlett. Yeah, Scarlett was crazy. I forgot about that. Even for her, like that's what I'm saying, and that's why when they say artist development, I don't necessarily know people know how to develop artists. Because if I'm anybody, especially after watching that Offset run, I'm gonna make rap. People love freestyles. I don't care what y'all saying. Like if you put out a good freestyle, bro, people gonna eat that every time, and they're gonna eat it up. Like I literally watched from. And that's why you can watch when stuff started to heat up and watch how blogs pick it up. Because like the first one, of course, Hot 97 got their own social media platform. Funk Master Flex got his own YouTube channel. He put it out. And then they started, and when the blog started seeing how people go crazy in the comments or people start going crazy on Twitter, and then they heard about all the blogs start posting. But I watched that work for Offset twice in 1 week. He did his Funk Master Flex freestyle and he smoked that the baby jump. And then he did his He did a freestyle on the joint when when they be outside and they be putting the microphone like in the middle of the parking lot and they be hanging. I think he did it's called We the North or something. He smoked both of those freestyles. But my whole point of it is that art won't never get old, especially for people who grew up on listening to people freestyle.
So when you said something about the freestyle, I don't know. Did you watch the Rap City documentary?
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I need to.
Okay,
I'm going to.
All right. So we'll talk about that then.
I'll watch it this week so we can talk about it next week.
Yeah. Because I mean, just when you said how the eras and what may play it different, like how back then doing that would probably be more bigger than it is now.
What you mean? Like what?
The freestyle, like how you said Funk Flex had, like if that was Rap City in the basement, it probably would be more talked about. Picked up.
I think people. I mean, every blog picked the Offset on Funkmaster Flex. Every blog picked it up. Like if you was looking for it, you could. It was easy to find it. It literally was every blog picked that Funkmaster Flex joint. Because I'm talking about he smoked that the baby joint. Like if I was the baby, I would have reached out to Offset and be like, hey, you want to get on the original remix? I mean, on the next, like I can add you to me and Sexyy Red part. Like if I'm the baby, I'm putting him on it. He smoked.
That's my only thing. I feel like some things don't really get picked up as much. I guess just like if, like you said, if you don't see it on the Shade Room or if you don't actually follow their page.
Oh, it got picked up all of them. It got picked up on the Shade. It got picked up on the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. All of them picked it up. Every last one of them Jones picked it up.
So you don't think people miss out on? I mean, that's what I'm saying. You don't think like.
I mean, people. I think even if all the blogs pick it up, some people like. Yeah, I literally just started following these pages like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Whenever I told y'all on here that I started following the pages, so it's a lot of people who still may miss certain things. Even if you just detach yourself from some of that, just because a lot of people don't follow those pages because they don't like all the negative stuff. So you can easily, if you're not really, I think, I mean, if you into hip hop or if you into cultural things, I think to me personally, I'm either going to follow one certain blog or I'm just going to listen to a podcast. Like if I know for a fact I'm not really following this stuff on a weekly basis, hey, I'm going to find me one podcast or two that listen that I know for a fact going to talk about everything that happened this week and kind of keep me up on what's going on because. Some don't get it too. I get it. People work. Some people can't scroll all day and ain't got time to look at it. Or you may scroll all day, but you still can miss stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't follow a lot of those blog pages because they post so much. So what you end up doing, you even start missing what the regular people in your timeline post.
Yeah.
So yeah, where we at? Oh yeah, I guess we got all the way over here off of what said 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne said they about to drop an album sometime next month. Collie Grove Part 2. I like the first one that they put out. It was cool. Did you see the dude from the Chicago? That's what Chicago. I mean the Cleveland Browns that burnt himself. I think he was on the grill or something. Bro, that look. Ooh, that shit look like it hurt.
I remember I sent that to you. I don't know if you knew that was him. He had that mask on. It was like a paper bag looking type of joint. I remember I sent that to you.
Yeah, you sent me, but I didn't pay. I probably didn't read it or see it.
After that game, I think that's when he finally revealed
it. Yeah. Oh my God, it looked like it hurt, bro. I'm talking about. I don't know what was that, like 1st degree burns or whatever it was. Yeah, that looked like it hurt. Yeah, because I think I seen something where they asked, and he's like, dog, he supposed to have been blind off of that. Like that's how bad it burnt him. Like he was not even supposed to see. So
the simple fact that you went through that and you still able to play, praise, hey. Yeah, that's a blessing right there.
No, that's a blessing, and shout outs to whatever you shot yourself. I know you had to take something for that pain, dog. That's crazy. Like that skin look, his on. Like I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but just if you want to look at see what his face, how is Devin? I don't know how you pronounce his last name. It's Njoku. He played for the Cleveland Browns. Go look at his burn. Oh my God, it just like that shit will hurt your stomach. If you got a weak stomach, I wouldn't even recommend going to look at that. Mario said that he belongs in the Mount Rushmore of R&B. I'm not a huge R&B guy, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, Mario, you ain't got more than 5 hits that people know, doggy.
Did he do Mario? Man, he spanked Omarion on the verses. He has
because he can sing, but not because he should be on a Mount Rushmore.
No. That's what I'm saying. Him being on the Mount Rushmore. No, but I'm not going to discredit him like he just some poo putt. Like he's not
even a top 10 singer of all times.
He's not even. But I will put. He's not Jay Holiday. I feel like he got more hits than Jay Holiday.
but we ain't talking about Jay Holiday, dog. We talking about somebody who said they deserve to be on the Mount Rushmore. We know what Mount Rushmore means.
I'm not saying I.
That's what he said out his mouth. I ain't talking about some poo putt. He can go. Who can he battle in the verses, or who could he pack out Bliss nightclub over? No, nigga. I'm talking about this man came out his mouth and said he deserves to be on Mount Rushmore of R&B.
No.
And I know for a fact I don't even listen to R&B, but I can name you 10 people on the top of my head that he can't do Nathaniel with.
No, I wouldn't put.
And why I guess why we talking about those. Now this person I do agree with. Monica feels like she is slept on and left out of all awards, and she probably has one of the most disrespected R&B catalogs of all time. Like people just don't mention her or bring her name up at all.
So who do you blame that on?
I blame that on, and that's why I kind of don't agree with the Bow Wow thing again, because it's like, even when I was talking about, I was going back and forth with the dude on Twitter. I do think sometimes some people are so old, and that's why I gave Shannon Sharp his credit, where it's like he understands how to maneuver on social media, where some older people like you to be so stuck in your ways that you just don't know how to do it. Like, I take my hat off the older people. Like, and when I say older people, I'm talking about people, if you right now in your late 30s and you still know how to figure out how to find your footing on social media, though, take my hat off on you, because that's not how you were raised. You weren't raised like that. You got to think about it. And you realistically probably already got a career. You already got a decent job. So it's kind of even make it 20 times harder, because I feel like Monica her stuff go to the wayside because she don't have no real social media presence. Like, look at Ashanti, dog. Like, Ashanti know how to keep herself relevant. Just take her clothes off and niggas go crazy for her.
But I feel like Monica stays on there, but I think people kind of get lost. Because even like with Keisha, when you say like certain like Keisha Cole and all them, I feel like all of them have a presence on it if they post something or their little life. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like music wise, her presence really wasn't felt no more.
She put out an album. She had Lil Baby on it. But my whole thing is, it goes to if you don't do enough interviews, if you're not even, of course, because I'm with singing, you can't really
she
freestyle.
Been in the news with C Murder and all that. That's what I'm saying.
But that don't make nobody want to go listen to no music.
Shit, what was the joint when everybody was doing the memes with her white sandals or whatever them joints are?
I mean, I don't necessarily know, but I do feel like
I
don't feel like she get enough. She don't get enough credit, and I do feel like it's a difference between. It's a difference between being on social media for like stupid stuff, and then it's just actually being on there with you kind of building up a core audience again. And some people who don't, like, even if it's just you putting out, like, if you're doing covers, like, that's why I respect Chloe Bailey. Y'all can say whatever you want about her, but that girl guess what she's gonna do? She's gonna put out some thirst trap shit, and then she's gonna do a cover song. And she gonna mix it in between. Like, I'm gonna keep my audience, and I'm gonna continuously make people respect my craft. So when you get like, all right, you've been super thirsty, boom, 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 then here she come with a cover. Like, I just think sometimes a lot of people that work ethic ain't there. Like, you want people to give you credit from the past, but it's like, what you doing right now? Or what are you doing to even remind people about the past? Because perfect example, sometimes people do need that reminder. The same way when I'm telling you with Jeezy, when he did the BET Awards, or when you see him saying Verzuz, like, think about how everybody's record sales went up super high because after they did their performance on the Verzuz. But you can't sit here and say, that don't matter if you're not sitting here, if you're not doing it consistently. You can't just get, like, some people get, and that's why you got to give credit to niggas like Drake. Is like that little, okay, I got that little dose for real quick. People celebrating me the 1 week. What you gonna do the following week? Or what you gonna do next month? Because we all know I say it every Friday, even if you're not looking for new music, 9 times out of 10, your brain it go over on certain things. Like, I seen somebody on Twitter say, damn, I don't see nobody talking about the Rick Ross and Meek Mill's jump. And I wrote the dude back. I'm like, dog, you know how hard it is or how good your song got to be for people to go back 2 weeks later? It's new music come out every Friday. You told me you just put out a song. They ain't put out a whole project, but that song ain't no jump that I'm about to go run back to. It was a cool song. I listened to it. I like that. I even broke down what we was listening to, but it ain't nothing for me to go back and listen to 2 weeks later. After Drake then put out a whole album, after Offset then put out a project, like, bro, that's hard.
But it's also how you listen to your music, though. Because if, like me, or I hit on repeat the little playlist, so it goes, you know what I'm saying? It goes through the song. I'm not just listening to the straight, you know what I'm saying, like album. Or just like when I catch a new song, I'm like, all right, then I just go back to the on repeat and it just play all the songs that's been popular and keep going. So I think it's all, I no discredit to it. Like, people probably still listen to it, but I don't think nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's no song that people would talk about. What we talked about. Oh yeah, we have mentioned Shannon Sharp a few times. No, that makeup, he went viral today on the internet for his makeup, and they was killing him, saying that who did the body. And for people, if you ain't never had nobody pass or you never been to a funeral before, but that's everybody. When somebody do a good job with the makeup at the funeral, everybody always asks who did the body, and that's definitely what he looked like. Mom even said he looked like Randy Jackson. What's that? That's the nigga from
American Idol.
Yeah. And when I seen somebody, and the crazy thing is she said it, and I seen somebody else on Twitter say it, I'm like, oh, he really do look like this nigga in this picture. Like, that's crazy. Like, my only thing of it is, though, why put the makeup when you don't put it on when you do your show? When he do Club Shay Shay, he don't got no makeup on. And when he do his YouTube live after the football games every week with Ocho, he ain't got no makeup on. Why you go on ESPN and put makeup on for? Like, nigga, no.
But I think it's also the lighting.
Yeah, maybe that just you got to think about he look crazy though. That picture when they took a picture and that junk get memeing around. Oh my god, dog. That one right there. He gonna have to hug that L for a second for a couple days because that one looked crazy. What else was going on?
Cowboys must have won because my phone going off.
And people got mad at Cardi B for smoking cigarettes, and I don't understand why y'all was upset about that one. I kind of don't get it. Hold on, real quick before let me find this Cardi B joke. Oh, here you go.
So my aunt room, the lights start coming out, and then sometimes.
Oh yeah, okay, real quick. That's my bad. So I do want to play this clip because somebody asked her. I guess they was asking like for birthdays, what does she rather get? Would she rather get Birkins or rather get properties? So she came out and said, I'd rather get the Birkins because she's been having issues with some of her properties. I think I'm gonna play this clip anyway and let y'all hear this one. But I think in one of the jobs she was like, they had somebody attending in one of their places that ain't paid rent in 9 months. She was like, yeah, everybody be bragging about this real estate, this, that, and third, but it ain't really all what it's cracked up to be unless you can be full-time hands-on with it. And you know what's so, and real quick, because I know one time somebody wrote me and was like, why I ain't talking about the envy thing? I love the fact that people who really listen to the Breakfast Club, bro, if you're a Breakfast Club fan, you're gonna ride or die with them regardless. Like, people was calling to the station today, like a dude was mad. Like, he was like, oh, I be on Facebook, I be going on my peoples. I'm gonna come on the radio and say it right now. Y'all need to leave envy alone. Stop acting like y'all don't know this man character. Y'all sitting here taking these clips like niggas with it. No, a nigga called up to the radio station and he went crazy. Like, his people, wherever he from or whatever Facebook, I mean, he was like, nigga, y'all got me, my man. Like, they had to bleep him out. He like, you got me effed up. Y'all known this man for 13 years and y'all sitting here trying to put this on his body. And I respect what he was saying because realistically, dog, that's just human.
Okay, but deep down inside, you feel it's true? You just riding with him?
No, I do. I honestly don't. Because I just know Envy's character or just think I know his character. I don't feel like he genuinely, I don't think he would have. I'm gonna tell you why I know for a fact he wouldn't have did it because they stopped. It was another dude he was on Vlad at one point too. I forgot. I think his name was like Moore or something. I can't remember the dude's name, but he came up to the Breakfast Club before, and when they found out that he was scheming, bro, they deleted the episode and all that. And Vlad cut him off. Like, when people found out that he was finessing people, I think he was like huge. Like, he was like one of them huge people on social media, and people completely cut him off. So you can't. There's no way in hell the job. And they told people why they took the episode down, or they didn't bring him back up there no more. They told him because he was scamming. So I don't think there's no way that you would cut somebody else off publicly and say that, and even Vlad cut him off publicly and say that, and you will still sit here and mess with, you know what I'm saying, you'll back somebody else who doing the same thing you actually publicly criticize somebody else for doing. I just don't think, I think you stamp somebody, you got in bed with them, you made some money with them, so you kind of like, oh, I made some money, I want to put my people on, and that's just how he is. That's even what, and the reason why I kind of, and when I told you I don't know nothing about the real estate stuff, so I can't give a deep dive on it, but still, even his personality to who he is, even when it comes to like his relationship, when he speaks about his wife and stuff like that, like when they had their podcast, you can when he's happy about stuff, you can hear how he talk about it, how he want to always put his people on. So I don't feel like he was trying to finesse people, because even the price to get into one of them seminars they had, all them shits was cheap as hell. Them like $20 tickets. Where for them other Jones, like when you see people like ET and all them do their seminars, but they be cracking niggas' heads for like $500 a ticket.
I know somebody said that they do believe that he was in the dark, but how long are you in the dark before you actually know? Because see, my only thing,
but I'm sure. But guess what? When he found out, you seen him make a huge left, because that's when he started doing the car shows. He stopped doing them. Whenever he found out something was going shaky, he completely stopped talking about that real estate stuff, and he stopped doing them seminars, and that's when he started doing the car shows. So I don't, maybe because it got to us publicly, but I can tell when he turned it and was like, I'm completely. He stopped talking about real estate on the radio, and he was car show, and that's when you see when it was completely that's when it was completely different. No, you can tell when he might have personally knew. But you can tell, like I can tell when it went from only time at one, when Angela Yee was still on there, they may talk about it because both of them were still buying properties in like Detroit and certain stuff like that. Like you can tell it, even when they was going into details with certain things. But you could tell when something went shaky, he went completely left and started doing the car show and left all that real estate talk completely alone.
Yeah.
But like I said, I just wanted to talk about the only reason why I even brought that back up just because Cardi B was about to in this clip about to talk about some real estate stuff when they asked her about would she prefer Birkins over properties.
The lights start coming out in certain parts of the living room. So it's like, okay, we have a light problem. So the builders built the lighting in codes, like it is built perfectly in codes. However, there's a lot of people that stay in my house and we use a lot of electricity. So now we have to build new circuits, whatever the fuck you call that shit around the house. So I had to break down walls. Guess how much that cost me? And I couldn't blame the builders because they build the lighting in code. Guess how much that cost me? Bitch, 40 bandos. 40 bandos. So I'm in the house already 2 months. 40 bands just on lighting. Because you know I have a studio, I have this, I have that. My house be crazy. The lights be on, bitch. 40 bandos just on that. And let's just talk about little shit like air conditioning. Let's talk about air conditioning. So the house took like 3 years to build. So there was, of course, air conditionings for like the past 3 years, everything, whatever the fuck. So when we moved in the house, we noticed that like the air conditioners, this just wasn't hitting strong enough all over the house. So I had to buy a whole set of air conditioners. Bitch, guess how much that shit cost me? Guess how much it cost me, bitch? Now I want you to tell me how much you think that shit cost me. Gotcha, bitch. Around the 30 bandos. So just on the lighting alone and the air conditioner, bitch, 3 and 4, that's around 70 bandos on a brand new house.
You talking about you got more than one property?
Exactly.
And let me tell you. So you know it's been raining like a motherfucker in New York and in Jersey. So there was
all right, I ain't gonna because Cardi do kind of talk slow a little bit, so I ain't gonna drag it on but so much longer. But and one thing real quick, that's what when people with the Bow Wow thing, you talking about artist development, you can't teach that. This is why people love Cardi B.
But she did develop herself more.
No, of course, but she still. No, if you gotta think about that, she got a bonnet on and she under her sheets and just even had. But you gotta think about how many. What I'm saying is where you can't teach that. There's no development on. You can't teach somebody how to be real because you gotta think about most famous people not gonna complain about stuff like that.
But see, I don't think. I feel like she's developed, right? From what she was at first and how she got on there to how she presents herself now is a big difference.
Some days.
So, no, I mean she's still Cardi B. You can't take that away from her. But I'm saying she's cleaned herself up. Her image is clean. So now you're getting more. You touching more money.
For sure.
That's why I say I feel like Bow was probably trying to get at like some of these artists are just stuck down on that level and you're not making yourself better.
Yeah, I guess, but I think you have. I think making yourself better, even just music or even as a human, I think that comes with life experience. I think you have to. You got to realistically. Nobody can teach you how to, because you can even look at somebody like Bow Wow, where it's just like you were sheltered so much, you don't even know how to be an artist again. I'm sure, and deep down inside, sometimes you wish you could still put out music. You could still wish you could make music, but because you never actually learned how to do it on your own or grind it on your own or take the slow grind because you were developed and people made you, they made songs for you. You just was like the puppet. Like, here go this song, boom, repeat this, boom, okay, baby. Here go this video shoot. You go here, and now look at you now. When it's all said and done, you don't have nothing to stand on no more. But just for like I said, for Cardi, I think one thing you can't teach people how to be real, and I think that's why people love Cardi B, because that even when you listen, when everybody, I'm sure you could hear her talking about the air conditioning. I'm sure when I first moved into my apartment in Upper Marlboro, the first time, because it's probably an older building, and I cut that heat on that first year, bro, that electric bill was spanking me. That was damn near like $400 every month during the wintertime. I was sick to my stomach, like Jesus Christ, especially for moving from Suitland when everything is just what is it? Everything included, nigga. When you pay for that separate, oh my God, that hurt your heart. Let that junk load up and we can I come in with Dr. Umar. We can get into Jada Pinkett. What else we got going on? Power.
Like and subscribe to the new Bojo podcast. Let's go.
They won.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
glad they won.
my
You know,
phone
I
going
don't now fuck with Justin Herbert. I'm glad they won. I do not bang with Justin Herbert. I'm happy they won.
Oh shit, he was right by LeBron.
Who was that?
LeBron.
Who was that? Oh, somebody you know went to that game?
Yeah.
Damn.
You be listening to
To who?
To his picks.
LeBron picks? Hell no.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do.
Yeah, I see he caught on. You think he worse than Drake with the betting?
Oh, LeBron?
Yeah.
See, I think it's hard for him because he's so friendly with everybody. Like, that's where it get rough at because you can't even be honest.
Yeah,
You're trying to
he said oh, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm taking the 49ers.
Yeah, see, that's where it get rough because you trying to be friends with everybody and you still trying to get niggas to sign to you. It's like, yeah, you got to just zip it up, Jack.
World that Chris Rock wanted to clap. You turning around telling the world that Chris Rock wanted to clap your flat ass cheeks. First of all, Jada, no disrespect because you're a beautiful woman in the face. But you ain't got no body. You ain't 5'5", thick in the thighs by no stretch of any man's imagination. Now, if Chris Rock told you he wanted to clap your cheeks as a get back at, and Chris Rock, you was out of line for doing that, but I can understand Will Smith embarrassed you, so you want to get him back by clapping his wife's cheeks. I understand. But Jada, what did you do in response to Chris Rock asking to clap your cheeks? Why did Chris Rock feel so comfortable to ask you if he could clap your cheeks? See, when a woman comes to you, black fellas, I hope my brothers is listening to me. I help my brother. I hope all my African alpha males, I want all my unapologetically African alpha males to listen to your big brother, Dr. Umar, right now. Now you turning around telling the world that Chris Rock wanted to clap your flat ass cheeks. First of all, Jada, I want all of my anti-snow bunny, unapologetically African alpha males, I want you to check into your big brother, Notorious RBG, one time. If your woman ever come home saying that a man solicited sex from her in a very private manner, not vulgar, not boisterous, not out loud, not disrespectful. If a man pulled your woman to the side and solicited sex from your woman, you got to be a little suspicious. If a man pulls your woman to the side and solicits sex from your queen, you got to be a little suspicious. If a man pulled your wife to the side.
All right, Dr. Umar, I appreciate you for joining the class today. I guess I'm sure by now, and that's why I waited till later into the episode before we even get to it, because I'm sick and tired of hearing about Jada Pinkett. Though every goddamn day, it's a new tea she got to spill. And I guess my question is, where realistically, if this did happen where Chris Rock tried to shoot his shot at Jada Pinkett, could you realistically be mad at Will Smith for the first time he got a chance to slap Chris Rock? He did. Because let's put this in work before you give me your answer. Let's put this in working class people in their situation. You can even look at it like this used to be a homeboy of mine, and he tried to shoot a shot at my baby mother, and we still together, or we still cool, or we might have been on the rocks before, but this is somebody we cool. I call you a friend, or we, you know what I'm saying, we got each other numbers. If our parents passed somebody, we probably got to go to the funeral. Like we at that level of like we cool, or we, might even post each other on the birthday situation. Or this could be just let's put it even. That's one situation of friends. Or we could just put it as somebody you work with. This could be a coworker that you work with. Y'all, may even just it's my son's birthday. Show little pictures or whatever case may be. I don't know. I never worked one of them type of jobs, so I can't. I'm just shooting from the hip right now. So it could be that situation. So all I'm just sitting here saying is, I think Chris Rock was dead wrong. And if I'm Will Smith, if this was the first time I got to see him, he deserved, he owed me 5 minutes.
My only problem with it is, right, are we taking what she said or what we know now true? So we taking that they've been separated for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you getting mad now?
Because what if I haven't seen you in 7 years?
But if it happened in that 7 year span, why are you getting mad now? Because we don't know.
But because I feel like let's be clear, for some men, they feel like their woman should be off with certain things. Like perfect example, we talked about this before. I think maybe like a year ago now, when we talked about it's not going to be a bunch of rappers trying to holler at Jada Will just because niggas got respect for Lil Baby. I don't want to cross that bridge. I still may need a feature from him, whatever the case may be. So my only thing with the Chris Rock and Will thing is, I probably wouldn't care if another, like I don't care about the August Alsina thing because me and him that's not my peer. We don't owe each other nothing. We don't hang with each other. We don't kick the bobo. It is what it is, and that's why he was cool with coming on the Red Table Talk, even having a conversation about that, because I can't be, if we have an open relationship or we've been separated, I can't really take none of this no way, and this young dude don't owe me nothing because we're not even the same age group. But Chris Rock, this is my peer. This is somebody like we are in the same playing field. Chris Rock is on my level of black entertainment.
My only thing is, right, just looking at that situation. Let's say you knew about the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she played it off. So now like you said, this is probably the first time we all together. And then I see you over there, cracking jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But then you ain't never say nothing about it. So I that probably triggered him like, oh, nah, this nigga, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to be slick, trying to get her to laugh and think you're going to be sliding later on.
Of course.
So now I caught you in,
now I owe you a Smith.
So like I said, the whole situation is, I'm still not taking it off of Jada. So, I mean, I hear what people say Chris Rock is wrong, but I also, if you ain't no free, why not?
No, listen to what I'm saying. I ain't disagreeing with what you said, but I just think, real quick, let me just say this so I can get this one out of the way. Will Smith and Jada didn't sign a prenup, and the difference is Will Smith net worth is $350 million, and Jada Pinkett is $50 million. So combined is $400 million, and if they separate, it's basically a $200 million difference. So I get a lot of people were sitting here saying,
I understand why Will Smith
didn't file for divorce. But then again, y'all know my thing is, I mean, 50 million and 350 million, you can still buy the same thing. Of course, it's a huge difference. That's a lot of M's different. That is a $200 million difference. But millions is millions, though. Like I can sleep good with either one of their bank accounts.
Yeah, but then you still just like, dog, you ain't had nothing to do with Fresh Prince and you get money because I'm splitting it.
Yeah, I mean, but you should have thought about that before you married her.
That's deep.
You made Fresh Prince before y'all got married. You knew what that was going to be before y'all got married. You knew you had summertime. You had parents just don't understand. You made all these things before you even knew this woman existed.
You're not going to be okay with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nobody's going to be okay with it, but you should have been not okay with it before you was rushing to go marry her. The same way you feel, listen to what I'm saying. I can't feel sorry for him or give him a pass on that if I'm not going to feel sorry for a nigga putting his foot down about going to the Cheesecake Factory or whatever else. Because all that comes with your boundaries and how you putting your foot down for how you believe in regardless.
But it's hard. It's hard to sit here and be, because my only thing is, she can always say, well, I was there. I was right beside you. I motivated you.
At what point, though? But when did you give? I don't know their dates when they supposed to got married. I think they've been supposed to be married for like, what, 27 years or something? I don't remember what the time frame is or however many years it's supposed to be. But, yeah, I don't know, dog.
That shit's tough. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to stay in it. Fuck it. But how far you gonna let the disrespect keep going? Because that shit is really.
I mean, it depends because the perfect example, like you look what you said a couple of weeks ago about J. Cole and them. Like, if I ain't on the internet, I don't gotta see none of this stuff. And it was a picture of Will Smith, and I think he said, "I know how to cut my notifications off." So if I'm not on the internet and I'm not a person, and that's the difference between.
This just ain't just on the internet. That's the only thing. It's not.
I mean, it's on TV and it's on all that. But I think let's be real. And I think if you're rich, not even if you're rich, I think some people got even where they can kind of tone out the world and you in your own little bubble. Like if you sit here and say, I go to work every day and I listen to whatever books I may be listening to. I'm not heavy on social media or whatever the case may be. I think you could avoid some of that. Like if I'm only watching Sports Center.
I give you that, right? But then the sad part about it, if you went to the grocery store, you saw that People's Magazine. She's on the People's Magazine.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can't not.
Of course, because she's doing a real press run.
You can't miss it.
No, for sure.
That's my only thing. I get it. If you're now on social media, you know, but you're going to see.
Because she is doing a real press run. And what was this meme that you sent me where it sit here and said, let this be a lesson to anyone. Yeah, to anyone and whoever thought you could actually make a black woman happy. Stay toxic, my friend. And it was a picture of Papoose and Will Smith. And I'm going to use that for the cover for the show this week.
Who should you rather be in right now? Take out the money. Just take out the money. Don't put the money because I know you could say, well, if I got Will Smith money, I don't give a fuck. Don't take the money. I'm just talking about as a man, who would you rather be?
I'd probably rather be Will Smith, to be honest, because I feel like I think he knows some of these traits of who Jada Pinkett is. I don't feel like nobody can just randomly one day cut this light switch on and become this toxic of a person. So I'm sure he at least, even if let's say if they was married already for 10 years and then she blindsided him with some of this behavior and some of this actions. So that could be a little bit different. But if I'm being but for Papoose, that's a different pill because you held somebody down from in jail, and that's not normal for men. I feel like the Will and Jada stuff may be a little bit more normal than a man holding a woman down for 8 years or 7 years while she was in jail, and then she come home, and when she started to really start feeling her swag, getting her money back in play, and she starting to look good, getting more compliments, then you cheat on me, bro. That to me hurt more. I'd rather be Will Smith because it's just like,
and you still carrying it around like it's a purse. Like that nigga's with you these shows. And
yeah, that shit would be different. Like that, because like, and right now that's your cash cow. That's the biggest person you can get on your battle raps and all that. Yeah, you kind of can't even cut him off because that's your prime business right now. Yeah, that one I couldn't be Papoose. I'm sorry. Why we can get into some of these other things. Oh yeah, it is a Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign is it's rumored that they, I guess they already, because Billboard said this, and I think they was out Italy performing the album together. They both will be dropping the album, I guess, in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a nice one right there.
No, that's gonna be a fire one. And shout out to Ty Dolla $ign, because that's again when we talk,
always working.
That's my point, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when people say use words like artist development, I don't necessarily know if you need it. I think you just need a work ethic, and the harder you work, you'll eventually develop your craft. The more you keep shooting, the more shots you put up. If it's just like basketball, like when Steph Curry be like, I scale back my workout sometimes when other people want to work out with me, because I know that I'm gonna put up 1,000 threes every day just because this is me. This is who I am.
Oh, I hear what you're saying, and every time you say it, I just ask, Ty first coming in is better than he is now. I feel like that's still a development though.
Yeah, but that comes from putting up your shots. That comes from putting in the work. I'm gonna develop myself as long as I'm putting in the work, but I don't need somebody to hold my hand and coach me through it.
Okay.
So that's what I mean when I'm saying development.
Tell you
how to develop. Allow me to learn. And that's just even like I said, when you create content, you see, and you know what's so crazy, because I understand why certain people keep posting. They keep posting the Jada Pinkett stuff because that's the trendy thing in the algorithm right now. We get tired of, they put everything, Jim Jones saying, oh, I don't believe that Jada Pinkett used to sell drugs. We need to figure out who she was hustling with. Like, certain things like that. It's just like, no, they just picking up anything to keep her name in the algorithm because it's doing numbers. But then you'll get tired of it. But they gonna milk it. That Krishan and Blue, like, dog, like I said, even when I made a video, I made that video about his mother. I didn't think that Jones was gonna do nothing on TikTok. I mean, that shit did like 15,000. And that was just a random, okay, boom. I didn't know that, but I understand when you see numbers, people chase the numbers. Like, even if I'm just saying like with that dating thing with the Cheesecake Factory, I'm like, oh, damn, I understand why people keep pandering during the relationship topics, because it's a sensitive spot, and people always kind of want to chime in on the jump. Oh, I seen a girl she smoked this, I can't. I don't even know if I could find her jump. Oh, she cooked this jump. I don't even know if I hope I sent her to you. I might have did. I'm gonna be pissed if I did. I don't think I did.
What was it talking about?
Oh man, I can't remember. She was saying something about they was asking her how she give relationship advice and she ain't in no relationship and she flipped the jump, was like, I'm like Popovich. All right, damn, what's her name? Oh, as a matter of fact, I could probably find her jump because it's while I'm looking for this jump, shout outs to the Cowboys because they did beat they beat what's the name of that team? The Chargers. Justin Herbert and the Chargers. I wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was just trying to find this clip. Here you go, right here.
It's all man that says women shouldn't take married advice from single women. It's coaches that ain't never been in the league. 2 words. Greg Popovich. 5 NBA championships with the Spurs. The all-time leader in combined wins. 1 of 5 coaches in the NBA with 5 or more NBA championships.
Facts. Like, that's crazy.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know he played a little bit of pro, I think, for the Army or something like that. But listen, Greg Popovich ain't never played in the NBA. We can listen to the coaches, but we can't listen to me.
She got to be stopped.
I'm just saying, am I lying? A lot of times when these single women be giving y'all advice, it's because we really been through that crap and we don't want y'all to go through that crap. We dropping gems and letting y'all know what to look out for and who's low-key a boy. What Hov say? Hov went through that. So hopefully you ain't have to go through that. You're welcome. Call me Popovich P. It's a Popovich party.
Hey Mo, she smoked it. When I seen that video, I said, bro, I gotta hit the follow button. You deserve a follow right there. Oh my God, she ate on that one. I'm not gonna hold you. She went crazy. Jesus Louise. Yeah, she smoked that one. Shout out to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift did put out that movie for her tour. Though this is when you double back eating. She got the highest earnings first week sales domestically. She about to make $39 million. This ain't even, this is a movie to a tour. So this is basically like a mini documentary from the tour that she literally did. So she ate off the tour. And don't get it twisted, Beyonce about to drop hers in December. And I'm sure she's going to do the same thing in the Beehive. Going to try to outdo that numbers. But $39 million, dog.
I don't know. Can she outdo that number?
This for first week numbers. The only other thing that came close to her first week numbers was
Netflix.
No. This in the movie theater.
Oh, it's in the movie.
Yeah, this in the movie theater. Yeah, that's why it's a number beside it. Only it was the Joker.
Ooh, that might be. Oh, I don't know. I think because y'all go with the trendy stuff, and I feel like if it was like how Wakanda, you know what I'm saying, like the Black Panther, like if Beyonce made it like one of those, then
I think she will. I mean, it come out in December, so I mean, she still got a whole another month to continue to promote it.
If hers in theater.
No, Beyonce Jones is gonna be in theaters.
Okay,
it's gonna be in theaters.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a Netflix special.
No. It's gonna be in theaters, and that's why she even went to Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift had a premiere in New York City, and it was just like her and Beyonce was just in the studio, and then she made like a long caption like praising Beyonce, thanking her for paving the way for artists like Taylor Swift. But shout out to Taylor Swift. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with none of her catalog. I ain't gonna say super familiar. I'm not familiar with none of her work. I like what they always say. I wasn't familiar with your game. I definitely wasn't familiar with Taylor Swift game literally until the last couple of weeks. And you got to take your hat off to somebody who can move. Though you got to think about. She literally went on a stadium tour. After the tour over, and then she put the joint out at the movie theater. She eating twice off the same product. It's crazy, dog.
Well, since we talking about that, can we talk about your hottie and her dilemma?
Who?
Meg.
What you mean? What's her dilemma?
She on I don't know, label.
I don't think she need one. She don't need one. I don't feel even know why she tried to make it seem like it was a pity party that people were supposed to have. I feel like being on a label right now, unless you're chasing numbers, where Meg Thee Stallion is at, she don't need it. It serves no purpose for her. Like if I'm not chasing radio songs, like let's say that last project that she put out and the dude tried to take her to court and say that. And that's what he accused her of. He was like, dog, it ain't even no songs on here from the radio. Like you literally just put out a bunch of freestyles and it was freestyles, but they was on
that's what they said.
Original beats.
She broke the contract or something.
No, they were trying to say that album shouldn't count.
Okay.
So when she put out that one, it was the one she put out last Halloween, and it was the with her like with the red background, like the flaming hot outfit. Some hot freestyles or hot whatever it was called. But that's what I'm saying. So you put out another project like that. cool. You wasn't on there chasing radio songs. If you long as you, and this is something that and this was like, I didn't learn this until after I was like getting towards like finishing managing. If you don't have a budget to get on the radio, or you're not chasing radio songs, you don't need to chase hits. Like, so if I'm not about to put out an album full of like hit records,
but don't she need a hit?
No, she just need to put out music.
Okay.
That's even just like, think about how I come on here every week and I'm just praising Lotto. I'm not, it ain't because she's putting out endless hits. I like the songs, but I just like the work ethic. You don't have to, every time, it don't necessarily have to be hits. It could just be like, dog, the music is good.
So you don't think that her and Tory has any part of people not messing with her?
Not messing with who?
With Meg, like signing her. Do you think like, I don't want that?
Hell no. I think she's trying to still get out of the deal she already in. So I don't want to sign a new deal until I'm out of this one completely. Okay. So they still got, stuff. Hell, ain't nobody picking Tory Lane sign over Meg Thee Stallion.
No, I'm not saying not necessarily picking sides. I'm just saying like, oh, I don't want to touch her. I don't think she's gonna be, these next couple of years, she's not gonna be who she is.
But I think people don't listen to the music. She already then talked about that situation in her music already. That warning song, the warning John, when she redid the Biggie John, she talked about the shooting in that song. But that's how I know. That's why, again, when I'm sitting here saying, when I listen to people talk, when they's like, oh, I want to hear her discuss what happened. She already did. Y'all just don't listen to the music. Go on that last Meg John, what's it called? Bad News or Good News, whatever it was. The John with the newspaper John. The song I think it was Warning. She went over the Biggie John and she rapped and talked about it. She dissed Tory Lane. How you shoot a 6'6" bitch with a deuce. She talked about that whole incident on that song when she was dissing him. So like I said, people just don't listen to the music. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna bother her. I don't think she need a label. Like, look at how successful Young Dolph was without ever signing a label deal. I think if you just put out good music and just kind of focus on your audience, you'll be good money. And shout out to Gucci Mane for I think Gucci Mane is one of the only artists that I can noticeably see continuously still work with Key Glock a lot. Him and Key Glock put out a new song. What was it? Glocko and Wappa or something like that.
I'm saying why?
I'm just saying because it just. I mean, when sometimes when like Young Dolph was the face of Paper Route and don't get it to, and Key Glock was still trying to, still making a name for himself. Sometimes when people die, people, they kind of fall back from you. Like people don't show you that same love when he
wasn't that important.
People don't get it. Listen to what I'm saying. People like Key Glock, but people don't like Key Glock as much as they like Young Dolph. So sometimes, like as if you're an artist and you sign to somebody, it's easier to get features because.
But was he like, all right, if I got both of y'all, then cool, but I don't really want you by yourself. Like, was it like one of those kind of?
I like Key Glock's albums. I like Key Glock songs better when Dolph is on them. So if that's what you ask me, like for somebody, but don't get me wrong, there are people out here who like Key Glock by himself. I've seen people on Twitter be like, damn, Key Glock has stepped his game up since Dolph has passed. I don't feel like that, but there are people out here who may personally feel like Key Glock has put out better music. What I'm giving Gucci Mane credit for, because it's, like I said, it's easy for people to switch up when somebody may pass in your situation and they were the bigger name. So people feel like, oh, well, you ain't affiliated. That's even just like being signed to a label. Like, all right, well, you ain't signed to this. I might do a feature for one of Drake artists because I want Drake to owe me a favor. So I'm going to do it. But now, okay, if Drake stopped messing with this person, now people stop messing with that person. So it's the same way with death. It's like, all right, if this person passed, people may not show you the same amount of love.
I was just wondering if like, he was like, I'm attached to you. So.
Oh yeah, I guess we could talk. We kind of I guess they have found one. I want to say they found one person. They signed to the Morgan State shooting thing. I think I want to say is a 17-year-old, which is crazy because he's not even old enough to go to the school.
I think it was two of them.
But one of them was 17 though, right? Yeah. That to me is so crazy because like, dog, you're not even old enough to go to the school and you up there shooting. So that's crazy. And the reason why I wanted to bring that in, first I just wanted to mention because we did mention it last week, and I do want to bring it because it was a video going viral of Rob 49. And for people who don't know who Rob 49 is, he had the hit song maybe like a year and a half ago. It was Yeet Molly Water, Yeet Molly Water. He was performing at a homecoming, of course, homecoming, HBCU homecoming, and he had the gun on his waist. And then people was like, oh, why would you take a gun on college campus? And I'm like, all right, well, maybe some of y'all don't watch the news, but there's been a lot of shootings at these HBCUs. And I ain't trying to shade HB, but it's happening. It happened at Morgan State. It happened at Bowie State. Nigga, yeah, what Push Icy say? Security, I got my own iron in the club. Like, nigga, I don't care we on this college. Obviously, the people who were shooting up at these schools, they ain't care about it being in a college. So you think I'm going to care that I'm going to perform here and I'm going to not bring my gun with me? Are you crazy? Shit. But y'all trying to make it like it's supposed to be safe at this college. Well, you tell the two niggas who shot up Bowie State and Morgan State that these places are supposed to be off limits. Because if that ain't off limits for them, guess what? It ain't gonna be off limits for me to do. Bring my goddamn gun in here.
I get it.
And I did see people say, and shout out to the leak because I don't feel like looking for it, but I can't read it for verbatim. But the leak did say if he felt like that, then he shouldn't have waited till he performed just to put the gun down on the ground.
That's my only thing is why you should just kept it on you for you to move it, and that's why I said you.
But so okay, so somebody in my comment section on TikTok said that lady he put the gun beside, that's his mother, and I guess his mother do the management. So when he put the gun like right beside that woman, that's his mother, and I guess that's the manager.
And I understand that, but that's my only thing. Like I said, I get it when you say you need one on you, but that's what you have security for. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because my only thing is, had something did break out, you pull your gun out and start shooting, we got you on camera.
For sure.
So you're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why was even shooting at you? Maybe somebody just shot in the end. You just pull out and you hit a kid. So they're going to get you because.
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
no.
that.
If you would have had to use that motherfucker, oh, you are going.
That's why. That's my only thing. It's
charge
like, why
is
even
crazy.
have it on you? Like, if you're not going to sit here and pull out and use it, why have it on you? You should have it with security or whoever's supposed to properly, handle it.
For sure.
That's my only thing. Because if anything happened, that gun fall and somebody take it and shoot it, you in trouble because we saw you with the gun and that was your gun.
I mean, I get you. I understand that part, but then I do understand the part of paranoia and just wanting to make sure you're safe. Like, it's gonna be hard for me to sit here and be like, if I'm an artist going into this place and I've been watching the news in the last 2 weeks at school, like these ain't some boot. This is at the top of the chain for HBCU schools. This happened at both of these schools. I'm sure he probably was somewhere close in the South at one of them schools. Yeah, you're crazy as hell.
Nice rednecks.
Exactly. Yeah, let's let this one clip up and we can get into some power. And then I do want to talk about Mikey Williams because he's facing up to like a 28 piece, which is crazy.
That shit, you ain't need it.
This, you know what? I should have been. This was like one of. This remix was like clip gonna keep us rocking.
I got ice, 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 all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice, all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, 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 all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice, all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice. I ran it over for ice. Bitches calling me on Vasquez. Mixing the 8 in the Sprite. Fell asleep by the medicine. Finger rolling like the ice man. So much money, I'm in Iceland. Zip somebody, what am Molly? Off of ice, I made a couple bags. I'm in the hood like a snowman. Rapping and trapping these glaciers. When I'm in the hood, I'm the snowman. I get a thug motivation. Chop it down, that's my alibi. Understand, I forever lie. You touching my ice, make your mama cry. I got the ice, made it so I got ice, 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 all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice, all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, 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 all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice, all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice.
I got pounds, I got pints, I got cups, I got ice, I got cash. I might drop some on your head like it's lice. Niggas race, niggas hot. I'm just cool, that mean I'm not. Free them ill, out that cell. I know 12 when I'm rap. Used to scheme, used to plot, used to running. Niggas spots. My man still a spin your bin. I'm in Georgetown just spinning knots. On myself, on your bitch, on them clicks with the stick. She said, boy, you cool as ice. Let's take a icy ass pick. Like shit.
I got ice, 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 all the damn jewelry.
You ready? Ready?
Archer podcast.
Real quick, hey, before we do get into these Mikey Williams topics and this and Power, I do want to play this real quick. This verse, this of course is the remix to I Got Ice. I'm just playing this Big Flock verse because I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like he smoked this verse, and this is one of them songs where, like, at that time it was just like if you didn't get the time, this when I wasn't managing no more, and then Top and Low just fumbled the ball on this remix. Like, I don't know how you fumbled the ball with Light Show, Fat Trail, and Big Flock on this joint. I just gotta play this Big Flock joint because he ate, and I feel like a bunch of niggas ain't really hit it on. This nigga went crazy.
On me, I got ice, all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, 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 all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice, all this damn jewelry on me, I got ice, I got ice, I got ice, I got ice, I got the ice that you can put in your pipe, but that's the ice that's gonna fuck up your life. Call my nigga me to work up the ice. Used to have a plug and stay up the heights. What you wanna pay, he give you the price. Don't be talking crazy on my device. I got ice like I'm from my paradise. Every day a nigga be in the block. They know a nigga hit the streets with the drop. Ice a nigga if he beefing with flop. If you need the ice, me leak down the pot. I ain't selling flicks, I got a new swap. But if you selling them, I'm coming to shop. I just came in, so we sat in the shop. I serve it when I lead a session with Top.
Shout out to Big Flock. Big Flock smoked that. But yeah, let's get into this topic. Mikey Williams is facing 6 felony charges, and it could be facing up to 28 years maximum. If he get found guilty, he could be facing 28 years. And this is one of those stories where it's like, if you got a kid and he playing sports and he kind of on the fence if he want to be NBA young boy or if he actually want to chase whatever his sports career is, you have to show this story to your kids. Like, this is something, and this is sometimes when I be like, it's bigger than actually just watching sports, where you got to kind of pay attention, where you can find these pieces where these are life decisions, where you can have conversations with your kids, where it's like life can literally, boom, in a snap of a finger, go completely left. Because you got to think about, somebody facing 28 years, no, you would have been better off just catching you a body. Because I'm trying to figure out, damn, who the hell was he shooting at? Oh, the fact that he did that.
Wrong person.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, whoever you was shooting at, though, their parents had some
even when we
money.
Remember when we first broke the story and we was like, you remember you said, this ain't going, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
And the crazy thing is, it really didn't go nowhere. But and the crazy thing is, people stop talking about it. Like, you really don't hear people start talking about that story again until right now when people are looking at the sentence part.
I do think his management or whoever kind of kept that under the radar.
For sure.
Like, when people mentioned it, it was here and there. Okay, he got a hearing there. He showed up for court there. They didn't mention it yet because they didn't know. And even like when you told me before, when you was like, well, Penny signed him, of course, he wouldn't sign him if he knew it was. But now looking at it, it ain't looking good for him.
Oh, hell no, it ain't looking good.
It ain't looking good for him. And people starting to talk. And, like at first, I don't even think they had no. I mean, of course, they was witness, but nobody spoke about it. And now people, actually talk about what actually happened. You can't beat that. And it probably was the wrong kid that you
shot at. And that's the sad part. That's the only difference between sometimes where
it's not who you know is.
It's who you know. But the sad thing is, I guess, for Black people, because we always look at it as a come up when you kind of like move out of the hood, you move out of certain situations, and you move into nicer areas, or we quote unquote the white areas. You move to these places, but realistically, you got to understand some of these white families been here for decades and years, and they got relationships that you don't have. So obviously, you can see that with this judge right now. He shot. And I don't even necessarily know if it was white, but it don't matter. He shot at somebody who parents got some type of pull, because him facing 28 years old, you got to think about, there's people who get less shooting that, like, don't get that type of time. For that to even be in the conversation,
I don't think he hit nobody, right?
No, he didn't hit nobody.
He
just shot at the car. So that's my whole thing. So it's just like they trying to make an example of him, and that's the sad part, because you so close. Like, this little boy, like his NIL deals was like shit. I think he was up like close to like 4 million or something crazy like that. You got to think about it, and for him to be, I think when we read off that list, I think he was at least in the top 5. For him to be in the top 5 and hit, you got to think about everybody ahead of him, their parent or somebody they was related to. It was what? Bronny James. It was Peyton Manning's son. It was that white girl from LSU. And then it was him. They was in the top because Shadir wasn't even in that conversation yet, because he wasn't even in Colorado yet. So he wasn't even in that conversation. So for it to go there, it's just like, dog, in the snap of a finger, you can literally lose everything. This little boy was on the top of the world. He had a Puma deal. He's in high school. Think about listening to what I'm saying. Think about what you were doing in high school. This little boy literally had a shoe deal in high school. I Am Athlete. It's a bunch of like adult podcasts. They don't interview kids, but this kid was the only person who was getting interviewed by all the grown ass people. Like people wanted to sit down with him because you could see clear as day this kid was a superstar. And I keep saying kid because the boy ain't nothing but 18 years old. He is a goddamn kid.
My question, right? And it happened in Cali, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So you think they're going to make an example of him like they made an example of Tory Lanez?
Of course they will. Of course they will.
And the sad part is Tory actually hit, you know what I'm saying?
Hit somebody.
But this situation.
Yeah, because I think because I think realistically, this is kind of one of those slap in the face that I don't never want you to use the word. I don't want you niggas to think you bigger than the world. Yeah. I'm going to humble you. And that's the sad part. You know for a fact they're going to, because really I don't think he's going to get 28 years. But for that number to be on the table,
and you didn't even kill nobody.
You ain't kill nobody, you ain't hit nobody. For that number to be on the table, I know for a fact they're going to try to make an example out of you.
Keep your head up, buddy.
Yeah, and real quick, why? Because we did touch on sports. When we didn't do a deep dive, Colorado, I cannot believe y'all. Deion Sanders, you need to zip it up for until next season, buddy. They blew a 29-point lead. It was literally, it was crazy. I went to sleep early on Friday, and I woke up and it was like 12 o'clock, and the game was still. They was up like 29. I want to say they was up 29-7 when I woke up at like 12. I'm like, oh, this game, I'm about to go to sleep because the team they was playing their record was 1-4. They played Stanford. They was stinking the joint up. They was 1-4. So for you to lose this team and it goes back into the watch conversation, they go everything. And you know what's so funny? Deion, only blessing that he get where people not going to drag it too crazy. Besides regular people on Twitter, they going to say whatever. But I'm talking about like actual analysts and stuff because they don't want to play the race game. So they be like, cool. The best way to kind of silence Deion is just not to talk about them at all. And what you see, realistically, those games are starting to get talked about less and less. And now you losing to teams that you don't have no business losing to, and you was up by 29. Oh, people going to just stop talking about you because now they're just like, boy, you're just a regular team with a famous coach. Like nobody don't care. And the only thing that probably even saved him a little bit, or even maybe has saved Caleb Williams, because Caleb Williams played horrible. USC lost, and of course it's football. We talked about it earlier. We talked about the Niners and the Eagles. You can lose any given Sunday, and of course with college football it's Friday, or you can lose any Friday or Saturday. It's the game. It happens. But he played horribly, and it was so many people again was bigging him up. I think he threw like 3 or 4 interceptions. But everybody, they were sucking him over. Like I told y'all, the Bears, they should lose, they should tank just to get him, boom, boom, boom. And this was his first game that kind of brought him back down to grace. Like, hey, bro, he's still a regular human, just like everybody else.
My only thing is,
and they lost to Notre Dame, and USC lost to Notre Dame.
My only thing is, I think it's when it comes to college, it's about selling it. If I'm on TV, I'm getting seen, I'm getting, I don't think. Yes, you might glorify off the winning the bowl games and how many, But I feel like once I get people in there, I'm good money.
For sure.
Because let's just say, all right, Jackson State. Yeah, of course you was in that shitty division, clean sweep. You was doing boom. Mm-hmm. Now you in the big boys. It's just like, all right, I just want to get people here. I might not be that good, but let me get people here. Then I can prove that I'm.
Yeah, but it hurt when you just talking so much. I hear what you're saying.
But I got to talk to sell.
I get it. But you talk to sale, but it's just like it's almost like the Floyd effect. It's like you can talk to sale, but you got to be able to back it up, dog. Because when you start losing, nobody don't care no more.
You're absolutely right. That's just like if you take Tom Brady and the Patriots. It's just like, damn, we don't even talk about. We put Belichick, we put Belichick at a high level, and it's just like now without Tom Brady, you ain't as good as you want.
And you know what's so crazy, and what kind of blow me sometimes, even when it comes to the sports situation, is like how even with Tom Brady. Or with the Belichick situation, bro, they stink so bad. Why I don't hear people saying the Patriots should tank to try to get Caleb Williams?
Because they already did that once.
You did it with who? When you do it?
Mac Jones.
They ain't tank for him, nigga. They was just ass. Tom Brady left.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. That's the only. I mean, that's the last. Because you gave up. Whatchamacallit. Didn't they have Garoppolo? I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, they gave up Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, they gave up him before. Yeah. He ain't never got a chance to play though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just surprised I don't hear the Patriots. I never hear nobody sit here and say, oh, yeah, the Patriots should pick, they should tank for whatever the case may be and get him. And that's just crazy. Like I said, that whole Colorado thing, that's nuts. I feel like we pretty much ran over everything else. I think right now we're supposed to be really just getting into, I could say that for next week. I did see people sitting here trying to say, let's talk about Gunna. Real quick, let's talk about this Gilly the Kid. Gilly the Kid came out and said, I guess because we talked about it last week when Birdman was on Clubhouse with Wack 100 doing the interview, and it was a story that Wack 100 brought up when they was in Philly sometime, whatever the case may be. I guess Beanie Siegel pressed Gilly the Kid out in front of Birdman and them. And then Birdman was like, I lost respect for him that day because it was just like, nigga, you supposed to be this woo woo woo, whatever little wolf tickets you be selling, and I watched somebody press you out in front of me. Like, I lost all respect for you because you had a blicky on you. You ain't do nothing. You let a nigga press you. So then Gilly the Kid came out and said something very outlandish to me, where he was like, I generate more money than Birdman right now. And I'm just sitting here saying, Gilly the Kid, I don't necessarily, and you know what's so crazy? Because I told y'all last week when I think, or maybe 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, when I told you that Lo asked me, damn, why every time Lil Wayne perform, he keep performing newer music instead of some of his old hits. And I said, because I'm sure Lil Wayne owns more percentages of his new music. I don't necessarily know if Gilly the Kid understand how often did taking over in the 99s and the 2000s, bro. Let me tell you one thing, bro. That podcast would have to be Joe Rogan level. I'm talking about every episode, millions, which it ain't, for you to even be close. And nigga, you have to be doing advertisements from beginning to end.
So, okay,
on 4-hour conversations.
So maybe my question is, are you going off of what you see?
What you mean?
Like, you see me more, you see the podcast, you see all this. I don't see Birdman really doing anything. So is that maybe that's what you're going off of?
I don't care what he trying to go over. I know for a fact that that was male ego talking. There's no way in hell did you think that anybody believe you, heard you say, did you make more money than Birdman? How, Sway? Please explain this to me.
Might know something kind of closed doors.
Man, nigga, you don't know nothing, nigga. Since we seen Birdman in the 1990s, Birdman always looked like he was worth millions of dollars. And he still looked like, and he still talk like he worth millions of dollars. Like, cut it out, dog. I've told you, Birdman got projects with NBA Youngboy. When NBA Youngboy had contract situations and he couldn't figure out how he could put out music, guess what he did? Put out a jump with Birdman. I remember coming on this podcast talking about it. I don't give a goddamn what Gilly the Kid talking about, what type of weed you smoking in Philly. You need to lay off that weed, buddy, because you have lost your damn mind if you think you generate anywhere near. Oh, he got Wayne, Nicki, and Prime Tiger. Prime Tiger.
And I would just listen to that Tiger joint with Drama.
He had Prime Tiger, dog. All Tiger's biggest hits, he was still signing Cash Money, Young Money. Are you serious?
Yeah, well done.
Racks on Racks, nigga. I mean, not Racks on Racks, Rack City, fucking Lime and a Coconut.
Go listen to any of his well done mixtapes.
Like, come on, dog. Like, cut it the fuck out. Like, stop, nigga. Prime, even if we being honest, Prime Drake, whatever the Drake that people keep saying, oh, we missed the old Drake. Guess who? The name was on the bottom of them. Cash Money, Young Money. Like, cut it out, dog. Like, relax. Sometimes, like, I hear you. I get it. It's a male ego thing. Men have huge ego prides, but like I said, we here each and every Tuesday. But before we get out of here, y'all already know we got to talk about power. We got to talk about Tommy the Force. I ain't gonna hold you. What's the brother name with the ear? Jabbar, whatever his name is. He may be a junkie, but that picture he got of Tommy, that one gonna get spicy whenever he feel like letting that one go. And this season feel like it's just flying by. That was like episode 8. So it's only like 2. Oh, that was 7? Man, that's still fast though. I'm like, damn.
Are we getting Kanan after?
Yeah, Kane is supposed to come out in December. I'm sure now. I mean, the writer's strike been over for a minute, so I'm sure whatever they wasn't finished on, I'm sure they gonna make sure they wrap it up.
I haven't seen it. That's why I was.
Yeah, because at one point in time they couldn't promote or do nothing. So, but yeah, I think they said it was supposed to be December 1st. Okay. So that's probably on par. But yeah, this episode, I like that picture. That him getting that picture of Tommy kissing whatever the plug name is, sister. And it was crazy. Like I wonder what made him think that his sister was there, or he knew his sister was there. Like he got a tracker on her or something. Like how did he know? Like, and I'm even wondering, like, how the hell you even know where Tommy live at?
Yeah, that's the part that kind of got me. Like, is she lining him up?
I don't know.
Because I'm like, dog, don't nobody. Because even when Diamond showed, I'm like, how the fuck Diamond? But I remember Diamond in there before.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to show up, and he don't have too many visitors popping up. That's a little creepy.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm trying to figure out how he knew where to, like, he knew to come there, and then he was just walking around like he was looking for her. Mm-hmm. Like, you might be right. That may be like, I don't know.
And that's probably why she wanted to stay away from him.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. But I do. But the crazy thing is though, that the fact that the mother know that Tommy yeah, you think you outsmarting this white boy, you not outsmart. I promise you, he one step ahead of you, and he realistically he is. And she don't even know what he got going on there. She don't even know she know that he hitting the sister or nothing. But he literally, Tommy is literally at this point 2 steps ahead of him. One, because he already hitting your sister, and then 2, nigga, he even already kind of planning on how he gonna snake you out the game. Because he the person who he is the middle, he's the elite middleman right now. Like he is the plug to the plug. Like I'm gonna end up forcing you out the game because I made your, so you need me right now because I made you had your plug cut the serbs off. So now if I eventually me and you start beefing, how you gonna get money? Because I'm the person who getting asking for all the extra work. I'm the one who making the product go super fast.
So my question is because he's aggressive with it, that's why people don't fuck with him?
What, with the brother?
I mean, I'm just saying, just Tommy in general, how he's trying to take over everything. He's too aggressive. Like I guess everybody else is built on respect or whatever.
Oh no, I think other people who don't mess with Tommy, they just done their research on how he was giving it up in New York. So I think niggas know they like
think, okay,
because even the mother, that's what she said him by his name. She called him Tommy Egan or whatever. Yeah, that's his mother or grandmother. She like, dog, this Tommy Egan person ain't somebody for you to just be like glancing over playing with. So if people do their homework and ask like, hey, boom, boom, and then they tell you, oh, in New York he was killing people, he killed this plug. Yeah, think about it. Tommy killed a huge drug lord. Remember when him and what's his name buried the body?
Lobos.
Yeah, so like Tommy ain't no slouch. He ready to go to war with niggas or like it ain't Mike. So if you do your homework and you hear these little stories or even fuck the stories, the crimes that come up when they Googling his name, like bro, he even when they were saying when they was pressing him about not using the wire, and he was like, dog, if he sees something, like he's beat the top of all the charges that most people don't beat, Tommy beat him. Like we got to be careful on how hard we press this situation. And then that's what they pressed the situation. And now,
has he ever been locked up?
Once, like he been brought in for the Lobos thing. And that's at the time when he felt like Angela was trying to set him up.
Okay.
Like they was trying to make him be the fall man.
That's what I was just trying to. I remember, like I said, I remember Ghost being in jail. But
I don't think he never made it to jail per se, but he got locked up and brought into for questioning. And I think that's what the whole Angela thing. Because y'all remember Tommy the one who killed Angela.
Yeah.
Like Tommy just played by a different sort of rules, but I'm not. I can't even feel bad for that police officer because he kept pressing it, and Vic kept telling him like, "Dog, stop coming around." And Tommy be paying attention. He on his P's and Q's, and y'all keep acting like he's some random little poop butt nigga y'all trying to get. He not.
All time.
And the dude got smoked, and that was his fault. And the shadow, what's the I can't remember none of these people's name, but the boxing lady, she held her own and definitely, she is smelling herself, but I ain't mad at her. She aggressive and she kind of on her P's and Q's. Like she really kind of putting in that work. Like even from her, just be able to hold it down, get rid of them pills, even hold homegirl down when she got her jewelry taken. Like I like that. Like I like that she kind of like she walking it like she talking. She backing up what she's saying. Like she's not allowing her emotions and her feelings just to be just talking, selling wolf tickets and not be able to actually move product. She can really move product. She really got her own people like really out here ready to rock and roll for her.
She just don't got no respect because she's a female.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what the white girl said. She was like, no, they just don't respect it just because we women. So like I said, that to me, that was a good episode. I ain't about to say it was like the best episode. I still think that episode, what was that? I guess like 2 episodes now. What was it? Episode 5 when that probably still was the best episode of the season, but it was a good one. I mean, of course, it's going to get close to the end, so I'm sure it's going to even get even more spicier. I do like the fact that Diamond got him some cheeks. Like Diamond kind of low key be catching some bodies, and she kind of was just like, "Yeah, we can stay in," and boom, whip that thing. I was like, "Oh, okay." Shout out to Diamond, basically strong on them, got him some cheeks. Pressed her husband out, choked him out. He disappeared, and now he got free action, free roam of the goddamn castle. What else was a big takeaway from that, John? I feel like that was the biggest one. Vic, that's his name, Vic smoking the goddamn police officer. That was crazy. He punished that nigga. Damn.
Yeah, I think that was.
I want to see how that one gonna play out though. Because now, yeah. Because how do you shake the police now? Because they're gonna be pressing you like, what the hell happened?
You pinning on somebody.
Who are you gonna pin it on? Tommy? I mean, you wore the why? I mean, I don't know. I want to see. I definitely think that's why the last couple episodes gonna get vicious because, like, I want to see how he gonna be able to shake shooting the police officer. how that don't blow up in your face because you shot him trying to make it like you ain't wearing a wire, but we all know you wearing a wire.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. But like I said, we here each and every Tuesday. Like, share, subscribe. And matter of fact, let me cut this YouTube off so we can leave out of here with some Offset.